guess it's Monday Night Football. And we got nothing better to do, so let's watch Monday Night Football. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I slept really late again today. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight after the game. It's going to be a boring night after the game. This game better be good. That's all I can say. The only reason I'm watching this game is because of Washington. I'm pretty much done with Seattle, but I'd like to watch Washington play. And the Seahawks seem to have a flair for the dramatic. Hey, Robert. Not surprised you're here. So let me just sit right down here. If Washington wins, they'll go to second place in the East and be tied with the Vikings and 49ers. Are they they got about the same record? Washington will be right there for the 7th seed and be in second, 2 games back from Dallas for the NFC East lead, and they still have to play Dallas twice. Seattle, if they lose this, they're done. I think they're already done anyway, but this would pretty much put the nail in the coffin if the Seahawks lose this one. So there's a lot on the line here. For 2 teams with bad records, there's a lot on the line, believe it or not. I guess that's the upside of having an extra team in the playoffs. Teams like these can say they're playing for something. Oh, yeah, so Washington will move into the 7th seed if they win. Okay. Hey, Lori. Slept good today, but not long enough. This better be a good game. Yeah, Washington has the tiebreaker. You are right. What's the tiebreaker record in the NFC or common opponent? I think it's in the NFC. If they didn't play head-to-head, it's NFC. I need to shave. My face is itching. I should shave at halftime right in the middle of the stream. Just be like, hold on, guys. That'd be funny. I don't know how cold it is outside, but I'm going to open the window. It's pretty cold outside. I was out there earlier. But it's a little warm in here, so let's cool it off.
ESPN welcomes you to the following.
ESPN can go fuck themselves. They're the only network that's ever cut off my stream in the past for having the game audio in the background. It's not like I'm showing anything. My stream is harmless. Ain't nobody going to want to come here to know what's going on in the game and listen to me. I talked to myself for almost 3 hours last night. Doing that Baltimore-Cleveland game. At some point tonight, I got to look at the schedule and see what games I might stream this weekend. We're probably going to stream Thursday night, Cowboys Saints. I'll probably do that one. But I'll do a game or 2 on Sunday. I got to decide which ones, though. Washington has 2 pretty impressive wins in a row. Even though the Panthers are trash, it was still impressive. But beating the Bucks, that was a big deal. And the Cowboys lost 3 or 4, and suddenly there's a chance. And for chances, it's the last chance for Seattle. Boy, there is nobody at this fucking game. Look how empty that place is. I noticed that in the pregame like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, dude, there's nobody there. Ain't got to worry about social distancing at FedEx Field, that's for sure. The lower bowl has a nice crowd. A lot of Seahawks fans, too. I see a lot of green. Washington gets it first.
He'll be sent flying back.
Taylor Heinicke.
About to stunt on these hoes.
Man, has he been good these last couple of weeks? We keep playing like that. A couple of victories. Said, I kind of play like my hair's on fire a little bit. Like a Brett Favre type of deal. I have a passion and a love of the game, just like him.
Washington wearing all burgundy tonight. I missed the yellow pants, but I like the all burgundy look. Remember when they refused to wear their god-awful color rush uniforms? Fake it to McKissick. Seahawks bring extra pressure on the first play. He misses Thomas. Wouldn't have gone anywhere. Yeah, Logan Thomas is back.
He's one of the best receiving tight ends in the NFL. He presents a huge target. Taylor Heinicke, he's going to love the fact that he is back. Terry McLaurin, one of the best 50-50 ball, jump ball receivers down the field that you'll see in the NFL. Bobby Wagner, what else is there to say? This guy's just a consummate all-pro. And then the juice man, Jamal Adams, he provides the electricity.
Yeah, Jamal Adams. Just don't ask him to cover anybody. He's lined up there in the slot looking like he's going to try to cover McLaurin. He's blitzing. He's blitzing. It's a run play. McKissick got 6 yards.
Picks up 5, bring up a 3rd down and 5.
It's been interesting watching this Washington offense and how it evolved this year. The last 2 weeks and the last 2 games that they've won, they have established a physical run game. And we talk to Ron Rivera about the backbone of this offense being the offensive line up front. They've had some injuries. They're starting Wes Schweitzer at center tonight. You see Scott Turner, the offensive coordinator, but they have found an identity.
Washington fans don't like Scott Turner very much, do they?
Schweitzer, the 3rd different center Washington has used this season. Heinicke to throw on 3rd and 5 has a clean.
Ooh, into double coverage. A little high. McLaurin had to go up for it. It hit him in the hands. Incomplete.
Jones there. No Trey Brown for Seattle. Done for the season. Knee surgery on Tuesday.
I tell you, Heinicke is lucky here. Watch what
Yeah, that's not the place to throw that ball.
Look at where Jamal
Well, he just doesn't think Jamal Adams can intercept anything, so of course he threw it right to the double coverage that Adams was in with McLaurin.
You got to give Jamal Adams some credit, right? This is a guy who
Hey, Ozzy, what are you looking at?
With just being a box safety. He's worked hard on the deep part of the field, part of his game, and he's someone right now.
Really, it doesn't show.
That's a good way to start the game for him.
3 and out, though, for Washington.
16. Freddie Swain will run up. And
Seattle starts at their own 25.
And that's where the Seahawks will take over. On 1st down and 10. Mentioned earlier. Happy 33rd birthday to Russell.
Oh, yeah, it's Russell Wilson's birthday.
Grew up in nearby Richmond, Virginia. A couple hours drive
Good for him.
here. See his career record
Ozzy,
with
my
Steve
window's
Young,
open if you want to go
veteran
out,
drive
big
truck
boy.
feel
Come here.
great. If anybody believes,
Come
I
here.
believe. I know I'm ready to go for it all. There is no holding back.
Well, it was interesting talking with him. And the thing that stuck out is when he said, you know, we're not fishing for something that we don't have. They have the playmakers, they have the line, they have the backs, and they have
Seattle needs to figure out a way to jumpstart their offense. They're going to have to win shootouts. That's their strength. They should be able to go out there and score with anybody. I never count them out, but if they lose tonight, they're done.
Out for the season-ending neck surgery. Was injured after the 4th game. Here's Russ throwing on.
Lockett tackled after just a short gain.
Rocket. William Jackson came up on the play. We'll give him a yard.
So this Seattle offense, we know the
No Peyton and Eli show tonight. Although I'm kind of getting burnt out on the Peyton and Eli show. I might just start watching the regular broadcast again.
Russell Wilson, Jonathan Allen, they're simply one of the top 5 interior defensive tackles in the game. He'll be a pleasure to watch. And Landon Collins, kind of like Jamal Adams, has moved down into that linebacker position so they can bring him pressure. He'll impact this game.
2nd down and 8.
Ooh, that D-line crashed in on Collins there. Landon Collins made the tackle as well.
Collins on Collins.
This is what we're talking about. Look, Landon Collins may not necessarily be happy about the fact that they happen him down in the box a lot, but as Jack Del Rio told us, the defensive coordinator, he loves blitzing. Yep. He loves making big plays like that, and he has embraced his new role. He has had a positive impact on everyone else as far as his professionalism and his attitude, and you see it right there. They need plays from Landon Collins like that to go on the run they need to go on.
Down to 9.
Staring down the barrel of another 3 and out. Seattle's the worst team in the league on third down. We saw the Raiders on Thanksgiving the next worst, and wow, just completely misfired. 3 and out. Electrifying start.
We keep an eye on Russell Wilson. It's just the accuracy, and we don't typically see that from him. But he is coming off that finger, and
that would have been on Everett to make a man miss and try to get the first. And Russell didn't even give him a chance.
See right off the bat the pressure that he was under. You saw the game that they ran off of the offensive left side, where Kyle Fuller is starting right now in place of Damian Lewis. And there was some penetration on that side, something to keep an eye on as this game progresses.
Michael Dixon puts it in the air. DeAndre Carter signals for the fair catch. He had some trouble with that one.
Almost muffed a fair catch. Empty-ass FedEx Field. You got to love it. Worst stadium in the NFL. Hopefully this horrible field tonight doesn't tear any ACLs like it has a habit of doing. And, oh, yeah, Burger King's brought back the Italian chicken sandwich. Ooh-wee. I'll be right back. Yeah, Burger King brought back the Italian chicken parm sandwich thing, and I keep forgetting that we have a Chick-fil-A here in my town. Ooh, I got Spider-Man tickets today. I go see Spider-Man No Way Home Thursday, December 16th at 3 p.m. So I get to see that shit early in the day and a day early. Bruh, I can't fucking wait. 2 weeks from Thursday, I get to go see Spider-Man. So fucking excited. Can't wait. Never been so excited for a movie in my life. Matter of fact, I should like stream a Spider-Man game or something. I don't know. You hate Dan Snyder. Everybody hates Dan Snyder, especially the people that work for him. I don't like Joe Gibbs because he defends Dan Snyder. I'm like, Joe Gibbs, you a piece of shit, because he knows how unethical and shady that Dan Snyder is. So that's why I don't like phony-ass Christians like Joe Gibbs. It's okay to be a Christian. Just don't be a phony-ass Christian. Too many of them. Lady in a Jets shirt. Huh? How about them Jets yesterday? Yeah, Chick-fil-A. We got one here in town now. I'm not the biggest Chick-fil-A fan because it's overpriced. And we got a Zaxby's right across the road from it, and that's better.
Signed with the Vikes, released in 2017, the first of 4 teams to do so. Joined the XFL St. Louis Battlehawks in November of 19. Lost the quarterback battle, retired, but in December of 20, joined Washington's practice squad, promoted to the active roster.
Yeah, I guess I'm cheering for Washington here. I've always leaned Washington whenever I watch their games. Got to do better in that first possession. Fake it to Gibson, which they fake it to Gibson more than they actually give it. Thomas takes a hit for 4.
Adams makes the stop. Such a big piece of this offense. Logan Thomas last season was number 3 in the NFL in catches by a tight end behind only Kelsey and Waller, and 6 touchdowns last season, and to lose him for the last 6 weeks with a hamstring. It's been tough. Heinicke's going to feel even better. Gets him and Curtis Samuel working with him tonight.
How about the story of Logan Thomas and all that he's been through, and how many times he's been released, and his journey's been so long to get to
Fake it to Gibson again. Throw it short to Gibson. Ooh. He met a wall there, and that wall was Bobby Wagner, a yard short of the first. 3rd down.
Into Gibson's chest.
I've been very disappointed with the fantasy numbers Gibson's put up this year. He was one of my picks in my fantasy draft. He's still on my team, but he hasn't done much for me.
That's what they need from Bobby Wagner. You saw Jamal Adams already bringing the juice already. That's what this football team needs. Let's see if they can sustain it for 60 minutes.
Third and less than a yard.
Seattle just gets a man off the field. And we got a whistle.
It looked like Seattle had 12 men.
Timeout, Seattle.
Pete Carroll took a timeout.
Seattle, they're first.
Pete Carroll's slipping in his old age.
Bobby Wagner needs now 7 more tackles to take over the NFL lead, but you look at the all-pro linebackers, 5 straight seasons. I mean, look at the company this guy is keeping.
I mean, that's football royalty right there as far as defenders are concerned. I mean, just look at those guys. With that guy in the middle, LT, he's talking to Donnie Warren, the long-time Washington football team tight end, telling me old stories about Lawrence Taylor, how he used to just haunt him. But Bobby Wagner's as good as it gets, man. He can do it all. He's done it all for a long time. The unquestioned leader of this football team.
How about this, guys? Washington's offense has run the ball on every 3rd and 1 this season.
Joe Mixon went off yesterday. Oh, Gibson. Oh, Gibson. Wow. What a run. Had to break about 3 tackles. Needed a yard, got 7 yards.
Look at this move. Watch the penetration from the outside.
He said penetration.
Look at that move from Gibson. Unbelievable. This is a 225, 230-pound back.
Moves the chains.
Right now, they have challenged him to be more physical. He's a former college wide receiver. But when he runs with speed and authority and attitude, that's what you get.
More Gibson.
Only had 10 rushing attempts in 2 seasons at Memphis. So you're not kidding when he's...
And we get more Gibson.
Turned running back in the NFL. And they give
3
him the ball
yards.
again. You just know the defense doesn't want to bring him down, running behind Eric Flowers, and when in doubt, they will run to the left behind Leno and Flowers, who have been exceptional.
Well, what's great is they don't have to put the entire load on him because McKissick and he are such a good 1-2 combination. They have different skill sets. McKissick can still get you some tough yards between the tackles, but he adds so much on 3rd down and catching the football. So a really good 1-2 punch for this offense.
McKissick is in there now.
Boy, McKissick, I'm going to mention this every time I see him. He was on the Falcons a couple years ago in the preseason and got cut for no reason, despite playing really well. Ooh, yeah. Bates was wide open, gets an easy first.
John Bates, rookie out of Boise State, 4th-round draft pick, picks up 15.
When the secondary runs out of there, you just got to take what the defense gives you, and this is exactly what Taylor Heinicke does. They ran this play on the second play of the game, and he missed it to Logan Thomas. A nice gain on 1st down. John Bates has had some real impressive tape so far this year. When the tight ends have been a little bit banged up, he has filled in a tremendous blocker, short hands. They've got great depth at the tight end position.
Just the 9th catch of the season for Bates. On 1st down and 10.
Gibson.
Gibson
Oof.
running left. Wagner will bring him down. And not until he had a
And a
big
7.
game, 7.
Too easy on the edge. If you're Seattle defensively, Leno kicks out. You have to force the edge. You have to be able to create that edge to limit that perimeter run game.
Washington's really moving the ball now. Screen, McKissick. Not enough blocks. Still got the 1st down. Still got the 1st down. Just enough. I'm liking this drive too.
That's what they've been doing. The last 2 weeks, in those wins, they have been having these long, extended drives. That's how they put the Bucs away. They had long drives last week against Carolina. And Ron Rivera knows this is how he wants to play. It's the identity, run the ball, take what they give you in the passing game, protect your defense. But the thing that makes it hard to do that is at some point you're going to make a mistake, a penalty or a turnover or something, and they've avoided those.
To the snap it. Just got it away.
Wanted to go deep. Throws it middle of the field to McLaurin. And a 6.
Wrapped him up. Tackle 100 on the season for Brooks.
Whenever you see Terry McLaurin line up in the slot, you know it's a signal. If you're a defender, you got to be alert right now. They don't put him in there very often.
McLaurin and Heinicke might have the best chemistry of any quarterback wide receiver in the NFL right now. I can't think of a better. Rodgers and Devontae Adams, maybe. But McLaurin and Heinicke, that's chemistry.
Big-time wide receivers in the NFL.
They were like made for each other.
2nd down and 2.
Gibson gets a 1st.
And he's got 1st down yardage.
just love when Gibson gets his shoulder pads north and south. He is going to move defenders, and watch him come through here.
They had Curtis Samuel lined up in the backfield too, motion him out, and then they give it to Gibson.
Bobby Wagner get 2 more yards. Yeah, look, speed and the size that he brings along with that speed. When he dips on you in the hole, as a defender, after a while, you don't want to hold much more of that.
When he dips, you dip.
That's what you better.
First play in the red zone tonight.
Middle of a low snap.
I see what you're trying to do.
Heinicke to Adam Humphries.
Humphries is underrated. I like him a lot.
Pick at the 6.
Steve, you just said spreading the wealth. That's something Ron Rivera talked about, right? Ball distribution. He said he loves how it's going right now, how Scott Turner is coaching up this offense, calling plays, and Taylor Heinicke is distributing the ball. That's what he thinks makes good offensive play. Brian, you know it better than anyone.
Yeah, 6 completions on this drive, Lewis, to 6 different receivers, and that's something that Scott Turner learned from his dad, Norv Turner. He loved to keep
Distribute the ball.
2nd and 4 from the 11. Gibson
First down, Gibson. First and goal.
through Adams. Pick up
Yeah, the week I leave Gibson on my bench, he's going to do this. Good thing I've won already.
Washington has 1 offensive touchdown in the first quarter all season.
Yeah, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow's getting up there. I'd say Adams, Rogers, Heinicke, McLaurin,
Now it's strength on strength.
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase.
Red zone. Washington 31st in offensive red zone efficiency. The Seahawks, one of the very
Yeah, Gibson's feasting because I didn't play him this week. But at least I didn't need him this week. Maybe this will encourage me to play him more moving forward.
Charles is checked in.
Fantasy football problems.
2 tight ends, Thomas and Reyes. On 1st and goal.
Gibson might have got a yard.
Wagner stood him up. We got Bobby Wagner at 5 tackles already with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
You saw that graphic? You saw who he was up there with? Some Hall of Famers. Bobby Wagner's going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, that's what we're watching right here. One of the best to ever do it. The leaders of this football team. And they're going to step up and make plays tonight. He has to do it. Jamal Adams has to do it.
I feel like I'm watching a high school football game with that crowd. There's nobody there.
Involved in all those tackles, all that contact. 2nd and goal at the Seattle 5.
And they go run it again.
Gibson.
Ugh.
Get the corner.
Good tackle by Brooks.
Brooks, excellent, unassisted.
That's all Brooks.
3rd and goal.
And Gibson's slow to get up. Now Washington's got to throw this on 3rd down here from the 5.
Watch how he just paces the running back. You're going to see him here. He's got his eye on him, stay square. You see DeAndre Carter's like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to go.
Oh, yeah, Gibson went down awkwardly. Ooh, that right knee.
Boy, Antonio Gibson went down really
Ugh.
awkward there. His right knee buckled underneath him. He's on the sideline now.
Hopefully he can come back in. He was having a good game. But McKissick's in now. They got McKissick out here playing wide receiver.
McKissick top of the screen.
Watch him, depending on who he gets on. Heinicke's going to have to throw to him. He does. It's caught, but no gain. 4th down, kick the field goal.
He made the catch. Maybe a yard. 4th and goal.
Got to kick the field goal, take the points.
Here comes the field goal unit.
This is what Seattle does. Play great red zone defense.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner that time. Watching him right here, not just in the run game, but he's going to cover the stick route from Logan Thomas. That's where Heinicke was trying to come back to. Nothing there, and good defense. You can give up yards. Seattle
Bend but don't break, Seattle.
Joey Sly is the 3rd Washington kicker of the season.
It's good. 3-0 Washington.
He's good. Excellent drive. Washington settles for a field goal.
They shot off fireworks for a field goal. Man, it has been hard in Washington the last 30 years. Fireworks for a field goal. The Cowboys are in the middle of a COVID outbreak, and they got to play the Saints on Thursday. They've got like 8 people in their building that had COVID, including Mike McCarthy, but McCarthy missing the game Thursday is not a big loss. It'll probably help them, actually. How come when guys have an injury, they always go out there and just so happen to get like rolled up on their injury, like Gibson just did? Murphy's Law of football. Just like Rodgers with his toe, is that his toe had been bothering him for a while, but it was manageable, and then he got stepped on in the Minnesota game, and now he's like in agony. Good for them. They got a bye week this week. Save up to 500. Oh, there was a commercial for computer chairs, and I missed it. I need a new computer chair, but I ain't buying one anytime soon.
After a 15-play, 68-yard drive,
Kicking field goals will get you beat in any game. Just ask the Browns last night. Oh, wait, the Browns could barely even get a field goal. That was a pathetic performance by the Browns offense.
Not a whole lot to show for it.
And I regret streaming that game because it was shit after the first half.
You got Seattle's defense out there for a long time, and that's been how their formula has been the last couple of weeks. And Seattle, they're last in the league in time of possession. They have to get some first downs on this next possession.
Once again, a Washington game where next thing you know, over half the quarter's gone because they held on to the ball so long.
2020, they had the NFL's second best record, 8 playoff appearances. But here in 2021, look out, Russ. It's been rough as the Seahawks facing the possibility of their first losing season with Russ as chef. Look to the left there, you see Sierra's Grammy in the background.
That's hilarious. I noticed that too.
This is good. I still like the fish.
I know.
Last time they were on,
I'm sure Pete enjoyed that, but yes.
21 drives on the field since Russell returned from injury. 1 touchdown to show for it.
Down and 10. From the 25, here's Alex Collins.
Only a 2-yard gain.
The differences of the two teams coming out of the bye. Think about Seattle. They come out of the bye, get Russ back, they go to Green Bay and get shut out, blanked. And then last week against a form of the Arizona Cardinals, they lost 23-13 at home in Seattle.
And it's really been their offense. They had 20 drives in those last 2 games, and they've only got 1 touchdown to show for it. So, and like we said in the open, it's got to be on Russ. He's got to come out, play better football, light a spark.
Second and 8, it's Collins.
Not a bad run. Pretty good. 3rd and about 1.5 yards for Seattle.
Short kicks, Hill made the stop. It's been obviously terrific at first and second, but the money down in the NFL, that's how you win. That's 3rd down.
I don't understand how this, I've never seen anything like this, and the only thing I come up with is he's throwing the ball deeper on 3rd down, almost over 12 yards at average.
They got 3rd and 1.5 yards.
He ever has in his career. That's a striking statistic right there. A frightening statistic if your feet count.
Seattle's coaching staff has an alarming refusal to change with the times and evolve, and that's their problem. Oh, Russell's going deep. He's got Lockett wide open. 30, 20, 15 out of bounds. 1st and goal, Seattle. Another busted coverage in the Washington secondary. Seen too much of that this season. They were just talking about how Russell throws deep even on these 3rd and shorts, and it's been biting them in the ass. Well, busted coverage here.
And he drops it, and he's expecting Bobby Kane to pick him up. You see
And Russell got leveled as he threw it. I thought that ball had no chance.
He expects the free safety to pick him up. That's how you get
Not 1st and goal, but 1st down at the Washington 11. Bootleg. Oh. Lockett got laid out in the end zone. And Russell missed him by a mile.
And I bring up a 2nd down and 10.
I love that play call from Shane Waldron on 3rd and short. That is the man-to-man down in the NFL. So if you want to take a shot down the field of Tyler Lockett, you know you're going to get man on 3rd and short. You're probably going to go for it if you don't get it. So a great play call from Shane Waldron.
2nd down and 10. From the 11.
Collins, a couple of good runs on this drive. 3rd down now. They can get a 1st down at the 1.
Waldron's come under some fire, some heavy criticism. I mentioned the 13 points scored in the last 2 games combined, but Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll both very publicly coming to his rescue and backing him about the play call.
On an important call here, 3rd down in the red zone. We talked to Russell about this. Said 3rd downs are important, but red zone is even more so. They've got to be more productive down here.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 3rd and 5. Lockett's got his hands in the air, bottom of your screen.
There we go. Washington playing real deep coverage. Oh, and it's a touchdown, Everett. Nice throw, Russell. Touchdown.
Everett on a seed from Wilson. And Seattle takes the lead.
Yeah, Seattle's got the lead.
You simply cannot throw this any better.
Yeah, that's
There is a
an incredible throw.
window, and when Everett gets across,
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we asked
Smoked the keyhole.
He said, look, the guy has got absolute glue for hands. And you see
Washington was backed up playing way off of Lockett and Metcalf with only 5 yards to the end zone, and Russell threw it right at the goal line.
Great play and execution on the part of Everett and Russ.
Jason Myers has the extra point. So a good play call by Sean.
7-3 Seattle.
Waldron, good for him for Gerald Everett. His first ever touchdown was in the opener, and for Russell Wilson, his first touchdown.
Make that 2 touchdowns for the Seahawks since Russell's been back. Yeah, it's Russell's birthday. Washington's secondary kind of sucks. No Chase Young. Russell might get on a roll tonight. He is Mr. Monday Night. It's his night to shine. You know, I bought a couple of Powerades at the store earlier. I should have bought more. Should have bought more while they had them, but I'm cheap. And now we've got 20 seconds left in the quarter, and then we're going to go right back to commercial. Exciting stuff.
Visit progressive.com. Told you today is Russ's 33rd birthday. The last time he played on his birthday, 2015 against the Steelers, he was a mere kid. He was 27 years old. He threw for 345 and 5 touchdowns in a win. The first quarterback to start.
First QB to start a Monday night game on his birthday since Jim Harbaugh.
Way back Jim Harbaugh days.
Wow. How you doing, Jim? Way to go on beating Iowa.
Took you a little longer to mention that. But you pop that in the open.
Ooh, we got a nice return here. One missed tackle, and he would have had the kicker to beat.
Again, we keep talking about the turning point in this Washington season. You see what they've done in the first 8 games. They went into the bye, did some soul searching. And this is what's come out of the bye. The 2 victories and playing with the lead. That'll help.
I thought it was, in talking with Ron Rivera and this team, they felt like a turning point was actually 4 weeks ago when they played against Kansas City and they had a season low of 19 rush attempts, and that was not the formula that they wanted. Coming out of the bye, they've run it more. They ran it 40 times last week against Carolina.
Right to Gibson. Gibson's back in the game. He got 5 yards. That should end the quarter.
Brian Monette made the stop for Seattle. Final seconds of quarter number 1.
Oh, right back to commercial we go. Real thrilling. I'll be right back. Only got a couple of Powerades, so I'm drinking the last of this Gatorade till then. Man, streaming NFL Sundays is hard. That's a long day. Even with the break between games, it's a long day. I like these little primetime games. Come on here, stream a couple hours, get the fuck out. So, more good primetime games, please. Is it December 16th yet? I'm ready to go see fucking Spider-Man. That's like all my mind's going to be thinking about for the next 2 weeks. And we're back.
Head coach in a team meeting with a video to celebrate his 1 year of being cancer-free.
The fact that we're a year later and you're even stronger than you were then, it's just something to really be proud of. And we're very honored to have you as our coach.
When you look at what Coach Rivera went through, I mean, it speaks for itself what kind of man he is, what kind of coach he is.
It just shows you how much of a warrior he is. Everything that he preaches to us, that you know he stands by. And to see him go through that, it just makes us fight that much harder.
You ring that bell, Ron Rivera. October 2020.
Cancer-free Ron Rivera.
His last cancer treatment. So we open up the second quarter. 2nd and 6 for
He coached the Panthers, and I still love him. That says a lot. Strip sack, look out. And it goes up, and it's caught by Gibson, who's tackled by Wagner for a 1-yard gain. Wow. Strip sack, ball flew out. Gibson caught it. And if not for Wagner making a hero tackle.
I'm not sure how this ball got to Gibson because
This defied physics right here with this play. Look at this. Wow. A good tackle by Wagner.
deflection.
in the box score tomorrow. That's a completion.
Yes,
Okay?
absolutely.
Looks like a
Boy, listen, all the deflections that go into the defense and interceptions, you got to have a couple of those too.
Heinicke up the sideline, overthrows, pass interference. Thomas did get a little held up there. Wow, we made it through a whole quarter without any penalties.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 23.
Should count ourselves lucky after Thanksgiving.
First down. Clay Martin, our referee. First look at him tonight.
You can see Sidney Jones right here. All he has to do is turn and just pin him to the sideline and get your hands off of him. And it's a great play by his part. He had already jammed him up at the line of scrimmage. But when you keep riding him down the field, you just make it easy for the ref to go ahead and make the call.
Stop riding him so hard. That's what she said.
The game last week against Arizona, didn't turn it over, still lost that football game. Pete Carroll said he was as frustrated as he's ever been.
Fake it to Gibson all the time. Good offensive line play. Too short for McLaurin.
Throwing it around Puna Ford. Well, with Ron Rivera's story, it's important to mention that ESPN's V Week starts tomorrow as ESPN and the V Foundation continue to raise funds and awareness for cancer research. You can support this important cause by visiting v.org/donate. Do what you can. From the 48.
Screen. It's all about the blocks, of which there are none. No gain. Third down.
Brooks and Wagner in the middle of that Seattle defense.
And these Seattle linebackers are playing out of their minds right now.
Nice play by Jordan Brooks. We talk a lot about Wagner, but Brooks is a young football player in his second year at Texas Tech. And he was a high draft pick, first-round pick. And he's got the talent, just needed the experience. And now a big third down here for... And this is the area of the field where Ron Rivera will tell Scott Turner we might have 2 downs.
On 3rd and 9.
Damn, Heinicke going for it all. Oh, through McLaurin's hands.
And Sidney Jones the coverage.
Crowd wants a flag.
There are no flags. 4th down.
Damn.
Where they were going right off the bat, he got single safety middle coverage. He has one-on-one down the field.
A little bit of a tug, but
Grabbed McLaurin's jersey there, about 15, 20 yards into the route. A lot of hand fighting going on. He went to the right person. McLaurin's one of the best contested ball catchers in the NFL. He wins his fair share of them.
From their own 49. Tress Way. High punt. Freddie Swain. Fair catch.
there was a little tug of the jersey. They could have called it. Was not egregious, but they could have called it. They could call anything. We see them call a hell of a lot less. That's why those kinds of penalties always suck, because it's like, well, he could have called it, but I've seen less called, or maybe they shouldn't have called that, or, you know. Every penalty's an argument. Christian McCaffrey's out for the season. Sorry, Carolina fans. They're used to that. Crazy time for college football. Lincoln Riley to USC. Brian Kelly to LSU. Urban Meyer's going to go to Notre Dame. College football coaches are getting paid, and it's way easier being a college football coach than an NFL coach. I don't know how the NFL keeps coaches.
Episode of Man in the Arena, Tom Brady's first-hand account of each of his 10 Super Bowl seasons, available tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, on ESPN+. This week, a breakdown of Super Bowl 39 season back in 2004 to get ESPN+.
Man, I want to watch that Tom Brady shit. I don't have ESPN Plus though.
New episode every Tuesday. Seahawks
Damn.
football. Take your run from the Washington Monument to the Capitol. About 4 minutes, but I run really quickly.
First down, Will Dissly.
Dissly has the first down.
No way you ran by all the food trucks up there.
The Uber went right by there. Some traffic.
Back to football. Will Dissly, you see him down there run the wide stick. Look, these tight ends have become a bigger.
Oh, you should get a great head coach, but I don't know.
Couple of weeks since Russ has come back. So keep an eye on Dissly and effort.
Seems like everybody else is getting good coaches.
Eskridge is set in motion.
Ooh, Collins, no gain.
And he stopped. That'll go for a loss. Or no gain. See, they get him back to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne made the tackle.
It's going to be really hard to run the ball between the tackles against Washington. You mentioned Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. This is the 1-2 punch at the defensive tackle position. If Seattle's going to run the ball, I think they need to do it on the edge. There's no Chase Young, no Montez Sweat. That's where I would attack in a run game.
There's so much money in college, it's crazy. And dealing with those kids coming up has got to be easier than the jaded old veterans you're going to get on half the NFL rosters, especially the bad ones.
Low snap.
Ooh, Russell on the run.
Thrush thrown across his
Wide open.
complete.
Don't know if it's a first. It's a receiver I've not seen before, just short of the first down.
First pick taken in the second round, the rookie out of Western Michigan.
A lot of speed. He needs a little bit more awareness.
Nick Saban was in the NFL for, what, 2 years and was like, fuck this, I'm going back to college.
Player now with the ball in his hands, and you're right. If you just stay in bounds and get that ball vertical, you can use some of that home run type speed that he's got. But how about Russ? How about him just making that kind of play when the coach is on the sideline going, oh no, he can make it right in a hurry.
If OU joins the SEC, though, is it still really an appealing job? The SEC is a Shark Tank. Oh, bad play call by Seattle. What a surprise. What a surprise. Can't imagine why they're 3-7.
If Washington does not have pursuit on this play, then he gets a first down. But watch the red jerseys.
Horrible blocks there by the right side of the Seattle line.
Before the first down. Nothing that makes defensive coordinators happier than to see corners like
Well, Urban Meyer's bad, but hey, he can do something in college. He's proven that before.
Or at least put it in their head that if you come out here, we are going to try and be physical.
4th and 1. Maybe Ron Rivera goes for it. Pete Carroll does not. Michael Dixon gets it away. Carter let it bounce.
Great punt. That punt was certainly better than that play call was.
Inside the 10. It's a 55-yard punt.
A lot of seats disappearing in the upper deck of FedEx Field. They got to knock that place down and build something new. Oklahoma's going to have Barry Switzer in a wheelchair. Now they're going to dig up the corpse of Marty Schottenheimer and resurrect him with his Alzheimer's. They're going to have Barry Switzer as the coach, and Fox is going to make Troy Aikman call every Oklahoma game. And he gets fined for everything negative he has to say about Barry Switzer, and then he files for bankruptcy after 2 weeks. You want to get Steve Sarkisian? Whatever you do, keep him out of the NFL and away from my Falcons. Steve Sarkisian single-handedly robbed the Falcons of going back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. Maybe, just maybe, being able to win that second one. Should have won the first one, but that's another story. Steve Sarkisian handed Nick Foles a Super Bowl ring he didn't deserve. I'm glad Barry Switzer's still up and walking. No, I heard they're going to get Condoleezza Rice to be the next head coach. Because she watched football with her dad when she grew up. I don't want to jinx them, but Georgia went 12-0.
Game-specific virtual commemorative tickets for 20 games to the end of the regular season, including tonight's game between Seattle and Washington. Get yours now at NFL.
This is the most college football I've ever talked on one of my streams. Washington's got to start at their own 5.
Washington football. Taylor Heinicke.
All right, they're on 9, excuse me. Back to Gibson. He's getting a workout tonight.
Well, Steve, I talked to Taylor Heinicke's high school coach, Kevin Reach, who told me that in his 33 years of coaching, he's never had a player who was as cerebral as Heinicke. Even back then, he said he was amazed how quickly he could process defenses. They put in a game plan on Sunday. By Monday after practice, Heinicke had it down, so I asked him, why wasn't he flooded with scholarship offers? He says he was just his size, 6 feet, 185 pounds.
Ooh.
He said if he was 6'4", he'd have gone.
Good thing Jamal Adams was there to stop Gibson, or he'd still be running.
Yeah, just the first offer came from Old Dominion. Said he got one other offer, but he went to ODU because they were first. Seems to be a loyal guy that way. Yeah, was not invited to the combine. One guy comes to the pro day, and let's hang out with him.
And that one guy was Scott Turner. And that was
D-Rad, are you serious?
one person to believe in. It was Scott Turner.
You got to witness a Trump protest in person?
Now he's a starting quarterback.
Ooh. Offsides. First down, Washington.
Carlos Dunlap, neutral zone. Neutral zone infraction.
Carlos Dunlap.
Number 8. 5-yard penalty does result in a first down.
Throwing it back to his Marvin Lewis Cincinnati Bengals days here with a dumb penalty.
The other thing about Heinicke is most people think, well, he's a rookie. He's only started 12 games, and that's accurate. But this is his 5th year in Scott Turner's system. So it's not like he's having to learn the system. And he's one of the best communicators on the field, in the huddle, with all of his teammates, because he knows this offense inside and out.
He's not a kid. He's 28 years old.
That was a Baker Mayfield play action drop there. McLaurin gets a first down for about 12.
Just watch Terry McLaurin down here. He's going to sell the out, then he's going to sell the go, then he's going to put on the brakes. That is beautiful route running by Terry McLaurin. He's one of the best vertical route runners in the NFL. He was like that at Ohio State. He has worked hard at his route precision since he's got to the NFL. That is a great example right there.
Next time you see Barry, ask him, what'd you do to piss off Troy Aikman so much? I mean, we know what he did. It wasn't so much what he did to piss off Troy Aikman, it's what he wouldn't do. Little end around with Carter. Ow. Clobbered by Jamal Adams.
Look, he said, man, we got to get our swagger back. We got to play with a certain style. Those Russ's words. But that's the kind of style that Jamal Adams likes to play with. And he knows he needs to be the tone setter. And he knows
we make fun of Jamal Adams a lot, but he hits hard and he tackles well. He just can't cover.
And he made it a point last night or 2 nights ago when we talked to him. He needed to do that. There's an example.
Adams was really honest. He said we lost our confidence.
Damn, you're making me not like Barry Switzer. And I always thought Switzer was a funny guy. Ooh, a little screen to Curtis Samuel with blockers. And he gets popped. But gets a first down. And the crowd roars for Curtis Samuel. Dude's fast. Got a little glimpse of that there. As soon as he saw he had those blocks, he hit the Jets.
Been dealing with that growing, such a difficult injury for a receiver, a guy like Samuel, who's a lateral tactician, a speed guy. And he came back too early, and they said we're going to keep him just on 12 to 15 plays tonight.
Think about this. McLaurin, Samuel, and Thomas, just 3 snaps total.
Ooh, Heinicke, look out. So, wow, how'd he get out of that? Fucking Houdini. I think it's starting to rain. My God.
That's just the kind of play that will get this kid wild.
Feels the pressure. Should have got tripped up. Ducks under another tackle. Takes off.
That looks like Russell Wilson. Exactly. Look, he's the guy who said, look.
Yeah, Switzer. He's one of those boomers. It's okay if he does it, but if anybody else benefits from something, he's against it. So, of course, he doesn't like athletes getting money now.
Don't play conservative. Let it go.
2nd and 7 to shy of midfield.
And Gibson gets a yard. That'll be 3rd and 6 now.
So we talked about the communication, him knowing
This half is flying by. We got an injury, I think.
communicate to the rest of his team.
Heinicke just said, fuck, man. I can read his lips. Oh, Schwarzer's down. And he's writhing around in pain.
Third center, and he's been so physical and
No wonder Heinicke said, fuck.
Can't lose him.
Ooh, it's a Boba Fett commercial. I can't wait to watch that. Still need to watch the 2nd episode of Hawkeye, but haven't gotten around to it. But I got Spider-Man tickets, though. Can we just talk about Spider-Man every day until it comes out? Till I get to see it on the 16th? And I'm going to, like, one of the very first screenings of it, because I'm going on the 16th at 3 p.m., and the movie really doesn't come out till the 17th. So I'm going to have to come home and, like, sew my mouth shut to not blab spoilers, because you know it's going to be amazing. But I'm not waiting a second longer to see it than I have to, so I'm going to see it first fucking thing. Where do you think cocaine use was more rampant? The 1980s Miami Hurricanes or the 1990s Cowboys? Who did more cocaine? A lot of those guys were the same people. More coke than a 1980s WWF locker room.
On your right, walked off gingerly. Greasy mentioned 3rd different starting center. Chase Roulier started. Tyler
3rd
Larson
down.
with a knee injury. Keith Ismail is up next. We want to talk about next man up. We'll watch for those snaps out of the shotgun. That looked good.
Little delayed blitz. Humphreys, 1st down. These linebackers are hitting hard, though. For real.
Washington on the move.
When you bring in a new center and they're going to test him, here he is right here. They're going to bring a blitz on the weak side. Jamal Adams is coming, but look at this nice protection. Really good pocket for Heinicke to throw the ball underneath. Nice 1st down. You can hear him making the calls up there as well. It's not just about snapping and blocking, but he's the quarterback of that offensive line.
Another good shotgun snap. We give to Antonio Gibson. Ismail's a 5th-round pick, 2nd-year player out of San Diego State. Played 5 snaps all season.
This is where the quarterback can really help the center. And, you know, you don't have to put everything on the center in protection and calls at the line of scrimmage. The communication in the huddle now becomes even more important from Heinicke.
Schwarzer's walking to the locker room. That's good.
He's going to return anytime soon.
At least he's walking.
Their strong side. We'll see if they watch them do that again.
Heinicke going for it all again. Oh, it's batted up. Oh, and Jamal Adams actually got an interception. I'll be damned. The meme is dead. Jamal Adams got another interception. What's that, 2 in 3 weeks or something? Damn. All that shit I talked backfired.
Best in the NFL. One of the very best. They're going to play split safety coverage. Playing cover 2. You see Bobby Wagner.
We'll call this the arm punt.
Quandre gets a perfect break, and then Jamal breaking offside finishes with the tip. That's coordinated secondary play. That's exactly
And Thomas took a shot from Quandre Diggs. And then Adams came in and got the pick. Hey, guys. Jamal Adams now has more career interceptions than Vince Wilfork. Everybody give him a hand. He's got more picks than a 300-pound defensive lineman had in his entire career. Everybody give it up. Give it up. Congratulations, Jamal Adams. Man, the universe is trying to send us a sign that it doesn't want the Cowboys to win the NFC East, but Washington and Philly are just like, nah. Come to the conclusion that I need to watch the Amazing Spider-Man movies again. I've avoided them for years. I think I saw the first Amazing Spider-Man in the theater, and then I might have seen it 1 or 2 times since. And then I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the theater, and then never again. So I guess I need to watch those again. Fun fact, Troy Aikman almost came out of retirement in 2003 to play for the Dolphins. And when McNabb got hurt, when the year McNabb broke his leg, Troy almost came back to play for the Eagles. Hey, Michael, Jamal Adams now has more interceptions than Vince Wilfork. That's what you missed. Total career. 7-3. Heinicke threw the pick off a tipped pass downfield, and Seattle starting at their own 11. It's 7-3. Russell's come to play tonight, and he's going for it all. Lockett's got it at the 50. 40-yard play right there. Yeah, Russ has got his groove back.
See, Tyler Lockett in that condensed split. You see, he's got McCain on his heels because he gets up on him so fast, and McCain doesn't have enough depth. But those deep crossing routes is where Tyler Lockett has lived his whole career, and he's continuing to do it tonight.
Nobody's caught more yardage on crossing routes over the last 2 years than Tyler Lockett. He's in that tight spot. You have to reroute him at the line of scrimmage.
Russell deep drop again. Throws it short to Collins. First down fumble. Ball's out. Washington, I think, has it. Washington's got it. Yay, they get it right back. There's a flag. But Washington recovered at the Seattle 26 for now. At their own 26, I mean.
Landon Collins just brings an energy, a tempo, an attitude to this defense, and he wasn't in great position playing this McClain. Washington football. But comes back and hits that ball. I always saw that with the Patriots.
Landon Collins forced the fumble.
You get beat, but he's coming to make the play. Yep.
There was a hold on Seattle, so it's decline, and Washington takes it back.
I can't tell you how much it warms my heart.
There you go, Landon Collins.
So many plays. We're talking about DBs, baby. Guys, bringing the wood here and having a lot of good hits and forcing fumbles, making interceptions. And these guys, look, Landon Collins and Jamal Adams are two of the highest paid safeties in the NFL. And they've taken a lot of flack because people say they don't make enough plays in the deep part of the field. Jamal's worked hard at that part of his game. Landon Collins has accepted his new role, and they're showing up tonight.
Ooh, Heinicke, look out. Wow, he's a fucking wizard. And he completes the pass. Oh, they say he didn't get his feet in.
Heinicke showing off the skills there.
The other ref says catch. Lady ref says no.
And a conversation on the sideline.
Okay, they give it to him. Better hurry up and snap this ball. It's close, I think. Heinicke's been making guys look stupid all night in the pocket. Fun fact, Jay Cutler did come out of retirement to play for the Dolphins. Yeah, he did He did what Troy Aikman should have done. Or what I wish Troy Aikman had done, because we could have got to see him play more. It probably would have went about as well as when Cutler came back to play for the Dolphins, because the Dolphins have been a mess for 20 years. They got their souls stolen from them when they lost that playoff game to Jacksonville by 60 points. Screen to Gibson. Good blocks. Good blocks. Near a first down. Lady ref is way off here.
Steve, I have an update on Wes Schweitzer for you. He started at center tonight, still back in the Washington locker room, being evaluated for an ankle injury. I'm told that his return is questionable.
Thank you, Lisa. Good look at it there. Second down and 1.
And Gibson gets stuffed for no gain, 3rd and 1.
Al Woods, who's playing more than ever in his 11th year, makes the stop. 3rd and 1.
Ironically, second and short.
Jay Cutler came back, and Dolphins fans wish he didn't.
We need to be better on second down.
Fun fact. Well, first down, Washington. Fun fact. The Falcons blew a 17-point lead in the 4th quarter and lost to the Jay Cutler Dolphins. I didn't forget. How could I? That was almost as bad as the time the Falcons lost to the Blaine Gabbert, Jim Tom Sula 49ers. Oh, but Dan Quinn's such a good motivator, guys. 2-minute warning. They're not going to snap this.
Won't snap it. Takes us to the 2-minute warning. Traded turnovers in a 2-play span. We'll be right back.
Oh, like that Cleveland-Baltimore game last night, trading turnovers. Was that, I think I saw something today. That was the first time in NFL history, and it was for the Browns, hold a team to less than 17 points, get 4 takeaways, and still fucking lose. That's a new level of Cleveland Browns right there. Peak Cleveland Browns. Could you imagine if Troy Aikman had come back to play for the Eagles when McNabb broke his leg? Troy Aikman playing for the Eagles. He could have done something with that team because Jeff Garcia fucking did. Although boomers won't tell you this, but Troy Aikman was kind of the Alex Smith of his day. Troy Aikman was just Alex Smith willing to make more aggressive throws, but I don't know. There's a real good comparison there between Alex Smith and Troy Aikman because they're very similar. Troy never did anything remarkable, but and Mac Jones is kind of playing that way too. What the Patriots are doing with Mac Jones reminds me of what the Cowboys did with Troy. You know, they don't ask him to do too much, but he can do it when they ask him to do it. If they need him to go out there and win it, he can do it. Patriots are being really conservative with Mac. There's game manager, and then there's like advanced game manager that's better than the average game manager and can make all the throws, and that's Troy Aikman, Mac Jones, that top.
McCaffrey. And of course, Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. That's coming up at the half. 7-3, Seattle leads. Washington had a field goal on their second drive, a long time-consuming drive.
Washington's got 3 timeouts in 2 minutes, and they're just across the 50.
Seattle showed a bit of a big strike offense here in this first half, and have a 7-3 lead.
And Taylor Heinicke really needs to get Terry McLaurin going in this game. He had one deep shot to him, man-to-man on Sidney Jones. They weren't able to connect. They get to man-to-man again. You know he's going to be looking for McLaurin's way.
See that time of possession? That's been the story of the season for Seattle. Out of the 2-minute warning with a run with McKissick. Give him 4. All 3 timeouts remaining for Washington. And the Fighting Heineckes will get the football as well.
Look out! He couldn't avoid that sack. He tried to spin out of it. Seattle should call timeout here.
Seahawks in sacks. Drops him. Timeout.
Yeah, if we made a tier list of game-managing quarterbacks, the top tier would be Troy Aikman, Mac Jones, Joe Montana. I know that's a bit of a hot take. Tom Brady. And then like the low tiers like Dilfer. Brad Johnson.
It's God-given ability, but it's also drill work, and you're right. That's exactly what they need out of him. It's hard to stop that kind of pass rush when he's that low off the ground.
Remember, Taylor was carted off the field week 6 at Pittsburgh.
Tom Brady got all kinds of praise yesterday for putting up Teddy Bridgewater top numbers and having his running game and pass interference calls win the game for him. Heinicke not afraid to sling it. Oh, he overthrew Humphrey. He was open. 4th down.
And Tress Way, the punter, runs out of the field.
Now Seattle's going to have 2 timeouts in 1:20.
On that 3rd down play, but I'll tell you, see, he almost gets the ball knocked out of his hand, but what a great job by the Seattle defense across the board, with great press coverage.
Yeah, Seattle's defense has played a pretty good half.
Not making it easy. Just look at them. Great technique across the board, using their leverage, using their help in the middle of the field. Very good team defense.
Hey, there's a flag.
We got 12 men on Seattle. Now I might go for this if I'm Washington. It'll be like 4th and a long 3.5.
There are mechanics to work through that. No such thing as a late flag, John Barry reminds me.
Well, Taylor Heinicke thinks they're going to get the ball back. He brought his offense back out on the field.
The punter Way has come over to the sideline.
If it's 12 men, it'll be 4th and 4. I'd still probably go for this.
Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense.
Now they call holding on the previous play. You don't see that often. 1st down, Washington.
That penalty on a 3rd and 9. The automatic 1st down.
That took a while.
That's DJ Reed at the top of the screen against McLaurin. Hugo Amadi down in the slot. Wow.
That's not holding. That's a horrible call, but 1st down, Washington. That's bad. I think Rich Gannon would be a high-end game manager. Career got cut short. Hostetler, though, yeah.
So disciplined in terms of penalties, lack of turnovers. I've seen a few of each. One turnover and a handful of penalties in the first half. 1st down and 10, fresh set of downs.
Heinicke on the run again. This offensive line's starting to break down. Oh, gain of 7 on a tough run.
And there's a flag down. See this coming back.
think it's going to be a hold on Washington. Got to balance things out here, you know.
Looks like Cornelius Lucas, the right tackle, took down one of the defenders on the edge.
There are fouls by both teams.
Oh, fouls by both teams.
Holding offense number 75. Holding defense number 2. Those penalties offset.
Ref's been saving their flags for these last 2 minutes of the half.
First penalty of the night against Washington. They got Brandon Scherf. Penalties offset. I didn't see a hold from the all-pro right guard. We're going to keep looking, though. From the Seattle 43.
Ooh, what a throw. He put all he had on that one, and he didn't really need to. Got hit as he threw. Yeah, had 15 on it, roughing.
Was a really clean first half.
Oh, God. What?
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 94.
I'd like to see it.
15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down.
This isn't the late hit, but this is coming down with the
body weight on the quarterback, yeah.
Body weight on top, and he bounces up off of him. Trying to protect that right shoulder, that throwing shoulder of the quarterback.
We didn't get a chance to see it. DeAndre Carter ran a nice route against a cover 2 look, found the zone hole. And you just saw Taylor Heinicke just deliver a strike, and he is growing in confidence. He's standing there in the pocket, taking some shots, moving around, buying time. He's starting to feel it right now. This is the area of the field.
Where do you stand on Jeff George, Peter? Man can throw the ball 100 yards.
Number 13,
nice cut by McKissick to get about 4 minutes and 5 to go. It's the longest last 2 minutes I've seen in a while.
And a timeout. That's a Seattle timeout.
Seattle, I was about to say, why would Washington call timeout there? Seattle called timeout. I don't need to hear a word from T-Mobile, thanks. Man, where was everybody last night? I was talking to myself that entire second half of the Browns and Ravens.
Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. 63 seconds left in the half.
And this is a time where you have to get the ball up and high and get it to Roman Thomas and see if he can out-jump somebody and use that big body to win a one-on-one situation.
Seattle rushing
Screen.
McKissick.
Ooh, touchdown.
Washington.
What a play call.
McKissick.
And Washington takes the lead.
They got bailed out by a bogus-ass holding call to get down here, though, so this is kind of weak.
That's all you need to give McKissick that much space with a jump cut, and he's got a speed to get into the end zone. Nobody has caught more passes out of the backfield in the running back position than J.D. McKissick over the last 2 years. Not Alvin Kamara, not Austin Eckler, it's J.D. McKissick. Second receiving touchdown of the season.
Seattle kind of got hosed on that drive. Blocked extra point, and it's getting run back. Look out. He's got the kicker to beat. Oh, my God. Blocked extra point, and it's 2 points for Seattle. 9-9. You got to be kidding me. A blocked extra point, run back for 2. I make the joke all the time about it happening, and then I don't say anything, and it happens. 9-9, and Seattle's going to get the ball with 56 seconds and a timeout. Look, that's karma, okay? Washington got bailed out with a bogus holding call. So this kind of soothes the pain.
Nice technique.
Hit him in the elbow. That's how low it was.
When I saw he only had the kicker to beat with a train of white jerseys behind him, I knew that was going to go all the way. Come on, kicker. You could have made that tackle.
Best special teams players in the history of the game. He has these guys ready to play each and every week. And Pete Carroll told us it's been a strength of their team. They have to find juice, obviously, on defense from Jamal Adams, on offense from Russell Wilson.
Well, I'm entertained. What a play.
Juice on special teams. You know that.
Because Jeff George was on cocaine.
Pete said in this quest for consistency, that you're right, that is the phase that has been consistent.
Yeah.
And that's a huge play right there. I mean, that's huge.
How about the turn of events?
Washington, I feel like, has played better most of this half, but the game's tied.
Exactly. At halftime, feeling good about your situation, and boom. And now you're 9-9.
He could have made that tackle.
There's still 56 seconds left. Seattle's got a timeout.
Line drive. Let it bounce. He takes it from the 2. Ooh, boy. If he didn't get tripped, he'd be up the sideline there.
He's hurt. He just tried to kick that
And the kicker, Joey Sly's hurt now. The punter, the placeholder was the guy who could have made the tackle, not Sly. And then Sly hurt himself on the kickoff here.
He's holding the back.
Ooh.
He's holding that left hamstring, and he hurt that when he was trying to chase down the Rasheem Green. There he is.
Hearing Pat McAfee talk about the strain that kicking has on your lower body over the course of a long period of time made me respect kickers and punters a lot more. But Sly got hurt running on that return after the blocked extra point. Everett for a gain of 7 up on the ball, 44 seconds and counting. Seattle gets the ball to start the second half, too, so this is bad for Washington. Missed Everett, who could have got a first down and out of bounds.
Yeah, that time you get pressure right in front of him, and trust me, when you have an injury to your throwing hand and you hurt it by trying to throw the ball and Aaron Donald hits your hand, you're going to be real hesitant to throw your hand right back there into another helmet.
Washington's old stadium, the RFK. I'm barely old enough to remember it. RFK. Remember the Eagles' old stadium, the Vet? Oh, there were some crappy stadiums back in the day. RFK's still around. I thought they tore it down. I was shocked to see, oh, it's actually still a thing. Seattle goes draw on 3rd and 2. No, Russ, that ain't no first down.
Washington will spend the timeout.
That's a generous spot. Still short of the first down, though.
They're trying to force Seattle to a punt, trying to get that football back.
What a wild turn of events here in the first half. Two teams that need this game. I mean, Seattle came in desperation. Their season's on life support. And the Washington football team, like, they win this game, they're right in the playoff hunt, and they're scrapping this first half.
There's a lot more action going on out here than
Never forget, the Falcons are right in the playoff hunt, too, even though they don't deserve it.
Seems like the intensity has ramped up here in the second quarter. You see Taylor Heinicke has really gotten into it. The big hits that are being delivered by Seattle's defense. Russ pushing the ball down the field. There's a lot of action going on here. And you can tell both of these teams are playing like this game really is crucial if they're going to make the end of their season be something that they can be proud of.
Seattle's offense still on the field. And no one has gone for less on 4th down than Pete Carroll.
4th and inches in their own territory.
I'm surprised that Pete Carroll's doing this.
I hope this fucking backfires, because Pete Carroll should be fired anyway. What does this get you? What does this get you?
So that might be factoring into why he's going for it.
I just want to know, what does this get you here, even if you get this first down with 22 seconds and 1 timeout? If it's not a quarterback sneak, you're a dumbass. Or if it's not hard count and then punt. Yeah, there is hard counting. They're hard counting. Yeah. About to say, that didn't make any sense there to go for that.
His tolerance for risk.
We did ask Pete about it, And he said, it was his thing back in Trojanville. I was really bold. But they were blowing everybody out back in those days. Here's our ABC College Football Conference Championship triple header. On Saturday, noon Eastern, the Big 12 Championship.
Oklahoma State. Sorry, dear Ed. Houston, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest. Wake Forest.
And at night, Lewis.
Of course. Deacon's coming for you.
Wake. Yeah, catch it all Saturday at ABC. You guys had a really good weekend, huh?
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Michigan.
Gonna talk to my guy Kenny Pickett this week. Yeah, man, it's a big game for the Pitt Panthers.
Dixon. Punt the line drive punt. DeAndre Carter let it bounce. He's down inside.
Washington will take a knee and go to half here. 9-9. What a weird way to get to 9-9.
You know I love this kind of thing. Bobby Wagner, future Hall of Famer, setting the tone. Jamal Adams, the juice man. You see him just bringing it down. Taylor rushing the passer, looking like Von Miller coming around that edge, and then Quandre Diggs with a big hit. Jamal getting the tips. Look, that's just how you play defense. That's a Pete Carroll style defense. That's a Ken Norton style of defense. That's what they're accustomed to in Seattle. And here in the latter part of the season, they have really turned it up. Yeah, the last 5 games, they're third in the league in scoring defense. The losing streak has not been because of their defense. It's been because
Halftime.
Some conversations going on the field as the two teams will head to the locker room.
I'm sure Jamal was just saying, go get a Gatorade.
Seahawks want to get the football. Start the second half. 9-9 at the break, just as you expected. The USA Insurance halftime.
USA, this is Stephanie.
All right, let's look at the schedule for this weekend so I can figure out what games I'm going to stream. I'm hoping to stream a 1 o'clock game and then an 8 o'clock game instead of the 4:30 and the 8 o'clock game. So I can have an even longer break, but it depends on the schedule. We'll decide right now. Week 13. I guess I'll do Cowboys and Saints on Thursday. Chargers Bengals would be a good one. That's a maybe. Ravens Steelers. Kind of tired of Steelers because they suck and they're boring. Yeah, we'll probably do Chargers Bengals at 1 and then Broncos Chiefs at 8. Oh, hold on a second. Thought my window was open. Come on, buddy. Had a cat wanting to come in the window. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah.
Brian Kelly is set to become the next head coach of LSU, leaving an opening at Notre Dame Vogue. LSU, your school.
Well, simply put, Brian Kelly has won everywhere he's been, and I think the one thing he doesn't have is a national champion. By the way, the last 3 coaches at LSU have all won a national championship. So I think Brian Kelly coming to LSU gives him an opportunity to finish his resume off. He's already a Hall of Fame coach who gets an opportunity now in the best conference in the country to win what's eluded him, which is a national championship.
So what do you guys think? Chargers, Bengals, or Ravens, Steelers? I'd really like to do the Chargers and the Bengals. Probably what I'll do. But Broncos, Chiefs. I mean, the Broncos suck, and I think they'll get their ass beat. But, yeah, we'll do a 1 o'clock game and the 8 o'clock game. And then I'll take a break in between. And double check again. Okay, Cowboys, Saints. Giants, Dolphins, nobody cares. Colts, Texans, nobody cares. Vikings, Lions, nobody cares. Eagles, Jets, they both suck. Cardinals, Bears, Bears suck. Chargers, Bengals, good game. Bucks, Falcons. Falcons are going to get beat by 50 again. Jaguars, Rams. Hey, that's a get-right game for the Rams. If they lose that, God help them. Washington and the Raiders is interesting. Ravens, Steelers, always interesting. Niners, Seahawks. Seahawks suck. Probably a good game there. Broncos, Chiefs. And then Monday, Patriots, Bills. Hell yeah, I'm streaming that. So, yeah. Chargers, Bengals it is. Might have to use the PlayStation to stream that because I doubt Chargers, Bengals is the game in my area, so I'll need my computer to do it. And a PlayStation to stream from. We'll talk about Joe Burrow. Look forward to that. I love messing with that cat. He's so stupid. He's not a smart one. That's for sure. Like I said, I need more screens for my Sunday streams.
I was tired.
I was tired.
I think everything comes at a cost. And when I think about that moment in my life, I wish I could say it was like exultation, total happiness. But I think I was becoming a bit overwhelmed by all the different expectations. Part of my leadership ability is I care a lot, and when I care a lot, I want to do a lot for the people, but it took a toll on me. I needed to.
Oh, poor Tom Brady playing on the best team with the best defenses and the best head coach and the best situation and the same fucking offensive system for 20 years. Poor Tom Brady. Life was so hard. It was so hard for him, throwing all those screens and checkdowns. Winning 2 Super Bowls in which his offense only scored 13 fucking points. And his defense did all the work. Oh, life is so hard. Poor Tom. All he wants to do is win. Blah, 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 blah.
The greatest use of a bye ever. They went 8-0 after their bye, including obviously the 4 playoff games. This year, they're in danger of going 1-2 after the bye because they were going into India.
Bear Chris Bourbon.
1/6 of their last day. Here we go with our fastest 3 minutes. What would Bruce Arians, Tom Brady, and the Bucs have in store on the road? Well,
classic Tom Brady game. Do the bare minimum. Get all the credit. Name one throw Brady made yesterday that was more impressive than the throws Carson Wentz was making. Oh, look at Tom Brady telling Leonard Fournette to run that fast. You got to hand it to him. We stream this game, the Rams and the Packers. Rams have issues. I'm worried. And the Niners are on a win streak after having already beat the Rams. Rams, you in trouble. Luckily, it's a deep playoff run, or deep playoff field, so.
Mike Vrabel caught touchdowns from Tom Brady in Super Bowls for Bill Belichick. Now, opposite sidelines, coaching to
Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
Twice to Kendrick Bourne. That makes him 4 again. Patriots have won 6 in a row. Longest winning streak.
Patriots ain't just winning 6 in a row. They're stomping ass.
Miami. It's true.
And the Dolphins have won 4 straight. I'm not a believer, but at least their defense is living up to the hype finally. Oh, the Steelers-Bengals highlights. This is what I wanted. Look, Mommy, a rapist threw a pick 6. 41-10. Jimmy G is one of the best quarterbacks in the month of November this year, and the 49ers still treat him like he's a bitch, but they win with him and lose without him pretty much every time. Oh, thank you, Justin Herbert, for almost ruining my fantasy football game. Broncos are 6-5. We have to pretend for another week that they're relevant, because they're not. Falcons, Jaguars. 2 trash cans rolling downhill, but Cordero Patterson won me my fantasy game. Thank you very much. Oh, Eagles, Giants, just the stinker of the week right here. Ugh.
Big pick at the end of the by Jay Crowder against Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is
Giants
fucking
work
trash.
the Eagles. And even the Jets.
Speaking of trash, New York Jets, Houston Texans. That was a fun game. That was the exciting version of Falcons Jaguars.
Third time in 3 years, the Jets and Giants have won on the same weekend. You can set your watch to it, as you can on ESPN.
Zach Wilson threw the worst interception of the season yesterday, other than the Carson Wentz one against the 49ers. That was the worst one I've seen this year.
Boom, be ready for anything tonight at FedEx Field. Rasheem Green, the blocked extra point. Big man going the other way. 2 points for Seattle. A tie game at the half. Win so critical for both of these
9
teams.
to 9. God, my room still smells like my dinner, and it's just making me so fucking hungry. I am hungry. Just because that damn food we had smelled so good. What are you looking at, Mr. Ozzy? Hey. Mr. Oz, what are you looking at? Quit playing around. Jamar Chase has that few yards in the last 4 games, but I swear every time I look up, he's making a big play. I really do want to do the Bengals game Sunday. I want to watch the Bengals. That's a sentence I never thought I'd utter in my entire life. I streamed Bengals Jaguars earlier this year. That was a good game. You can't tell me Bengals Chargers won't be a good game. Come on now. That's going to be great. I'll probably regret doing that Broncos game when they get their shit kicked in by Kansas City. Kansas City's playing good defense now. See, the Lakers and the Clippers play Friday. Go Lakers, just because it'll piss off Skip Bayless. I don't even watch the NBA. Skip Bayless has started calling Aaron Rodgers the liar, and I can't stop laughing to myself picturing a Photoshop of Aaron Rodgers with John Lovett's head on his body. I am a liar. Welcome back. We're doing Bengals, Chargers, and Broncos, Chiefs as of now on Sunday. Unless I change my mind. The police were in your building. They must have heard about that cocaine I sent you. As a thank you for all the money you've given me. How you doing, Mr. Ozzy? stop. You knock that table over, I'm going to beat your butt. Come on. Never get tired of messing with that cat.
And it's the first 9-9 halftime score in the league since 2016. Washington has dominated.
Who pulled that stat out of their ass?
Downs, but not on the scoreboard where we're all even. And Seattle, the block PAT returned for a two-point conversion. That hasn't happened in the league in some 2 years. As we welcome back Steve Bryant Lewis. John Parry was reminding me of the old days. Back, a blocked extra point was dead ball.
Yeah.
Couldn't advance it and return it back for 2 points. So, pretty interesting game. And now, I didn't think we'd be talking about this at halftime. We need to monitor the health of the kicker. Joey Sly is going to play a critical role in the 9-9 game.
Yeah, and I think also I'll be watching the Seattle defense because the time of possession is 21 minutes for Washington and only 8.5 minutes for Seattle. So they've been on the field a lot, and will they wear down in this second half?
Seattle out to the 30-yard line. Eskridge on the return, and Tress Way kicked off as flag comes in. Again, it was a really clean first half until the last 2 minutes. We got bogged down with some of the yellow laundry. Clay Martin, our referee.
Yeah, Patriots Bills. You know I'm streaming that. The IRS has come to collect on all the bets I won for Michael this year, but couldn't win for myself. Oh boy, we got a 20-minute conference about a flag on the opening kickoff of the second half. It's a great sign.
In a lengthy conversation.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 38. 10-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down.
Here's Lisa Salters.
Hey, Steve, well, Washington kicker Joey Sly strained his hamstring. We saw it at the end of the half. He was chasing down Rasheem Green after that blocked extra point. Ron Rivera told
Did they proceed with the full body cavity searches and go apartment by apartment?
limited to extra points, so Tress Way, the punter, will be handling kickoffs like
If not, then they didn't do their job. Oh, Russell cock teases us with a deep play action fake and then throws it short for a yard.
instead of being able to attempt a field goal.
And that's not a problem for Riverboat Ron. That's never been an issue going forward.
Government's like, yo, dog, you want a bet? That's good. Give us a cut.
Tress Way, the punter, he's never had a career NFL field goal attempt. He was 1 for 6 on field goals in college. Really good on extra points. 2009 Oklahoma.
I was just reading Lipson. I think they were asking him where he felt he would be good from.
What was his answer?
Instead of 5, I saw 5.
And for a third down already.
DJ Dallas, the ball carrier.
Seattle's pretty fucking conservative for a team with a loaded-ass receiving core and a quarterback like they have.
We saw this with Pittsburgh early in the year, right? With Mike Tomlin, and they lose their kicker. And it turns out that not all punters are kickers, as Mike told us.
All kickers apparently can punt, but not all.
Score touchdowns and go for 2. Washington, you won't have to worry about a kicker.
This is where Seattle needs to convert. They need to keep their defense off the field and give them a little bit of a break.
Yeah, Seattle needs a lengthy drive. They've been pretty quick tonight. And Russell misses Everett, who was wide open for the first down. 3 and out.
Reminiscent of Seattle's first drive of the game.
Yeah, more accuracy issues with Russell Wilson. You see Everett goes down, he just hooks up, and it'd be easy completion first down. But Russell just doesn't feel comfortable in that pocket. See, he gets his right foot stuck in the ground, and it leads to an inaccurate throw.
DeAndre Carter is back. He's the only return man for Washington. Does all the punts and the kicks. Washington's only had 6 punt returns all season. That's the
Oh, muff punt. Recovered by Washington, though. Oh, boy.
It's a 53-yard punt. Carter was going to attempt the return. muffs it, able to recover.
Yikes.
Washington retains possession in a 9-9 game.
9-9. I guess you'll be cheering for Baylor Saturday night, D-Rad.
Brian noticed that Taylor Heinicke had a little bandage on his head. Well, this during OTAs this June, Heinicke's practicing the play-action fake. He got a little too into it and took a shot up high. Chipped the tooth, 7 stitches. They had the media obligation shortly after, and that's an official photo.
Oh, man. That hurts just watching. They give the guy a break. Can he take the photo a month later or something? Why does he gotta have the bandages on there? But he caught an elbow, and that
Do you guys see Vita Vea's tooth yesterday? Come on, Washington, let's roll. Jamal Adams on a safety blitz, screen to McLaurin. Nobody on that side of the field. Big gain. Saw when Adams was blitzing. I'm like, there ain't about to be anybody over here, and sure enough.
How composed Taylor Heinicke is. He's got Jamal Adams bearing down on him on a safety blitz. And he just casually lofts the ball, puts some air on it, puts it in a place for Terry McLaurin to catch and run. But this guy, you continue to feel his confidence growing. The bigger the moments get in this football game.
It's an end around to Curtis Samuel.
Second touch for him. And they're monitoring the snaps. They figured 12 to 15 snaps.
Well, you just get a sense that Scott Turner has really found his rhythm with this offense. And Ron Rivera was telling us about the touches and distributing the ball. And now you get 2 players back in Curtis Samuel and Logan Thomas. But you don't want to lose who you are. And they're running the ball, so that play-action pass on first down to start the drive, it only works if you run the ball successfully. And so they've got both of those going.
Hand it off to Gibson.
3rd and 2.
Straight ahead. The 45, Kerry Hyder makes the stop. Curtis Samuel was so excited about getting back into the game. Coaching staff there telling he was laying out for catches in practice. That's how fired up he was. Said he felt a twinge. This is back in June.
They snap it quick. Throw a screen. And gets tackled and spun to the first down. Good effort.
That looks like a
Was really low by Heinicke.
bubble screen, but if he doesn't catch this ball, Andre Carter's a great catch and get that first down on 3rd down, they might be punting right there. That's a great play by Carter.
And those are the kind of situations where Seattle needs to be able to make that play. See if they can make that tackle out there on the perimeter and force them into a situation where, well, like in this situation, they may have tried to go for it.
So the first downs, 18-4, advantage Washington. Yet they're all tied. Here's Heinicke.
Oh, good defense there.
One down, Sidney Jones on the coverage.
What great reaction by Sidney Jones on the double move. Watch Carter run the out and up, stop, come back out. Watch Sidney Jones get that transition and drive on this football. That's great technique on part of the DB.
That's the one thing that they're going to hold against Taylor Heinicke is that arm strength right there. You got to drive that ball. You can't put that much arc on that pass. You give Sidney
You think the Falcons can upset Tampa Bay? You're the only one.
Second and 10. Seattle 43. Heinicke.
They played Tampa hard in the first game this year.
Takes the big hit from Jordan Brooks.
Another 3rd and short for Washington.
Wide receiving crew for Washington between what Carter's doing here. We've seen Terry McLaurin do this a number of times in back-to-back weeks. Make that tough catch over the middle. Establishing a presence.
They go with McKissick up the gut, and he's got it. That's how they get these long drives. They wind up on so many 3rd and shorts. They squeak them out and burn clock.
Mixing the roll with the pass.
And the tempo. Look, now they're on the what? Their 4th offensive center and Keith Ismail. Yep. You see him in there. He is battling. He is helping them win the line of scrimmage. But they have done as good a job as any team in the NFL as far as getting the next man up mentality working for them. And you have to give John Matsko, their offensive line coach, a ton of credit for the development of these young players and the depth that they have on this football team.
De'Ami Brown is in the game for Washington.
Ooh, nice spin move. Finally, somebody made Wagner miss. Gibson hit the spin move.
The Seattle defense stuck on the field.
And now if you're Ken Norton, you might have to start thinking about playing a little bit more man.
If Seattle loses this game, that San Francisco game is almost irrelevant to them. They won't play like it is, but we all know it would be.
Ken Norton played a little bit of man earlier in the first half, especially on 3rd down. They got off the field. They might want to think about doing it again.
Ooh, Gibson got through the line. 1st and goal. He got through that first level, and I was like, uh-oh.
But their running back coach, Randy Jordan, made the point that, look, when you get Antonio Gibson going downhill and he doesn't break stride, look at the momentum this big man carries. That's what he wants. He doesn't want him trying to make too many people miss. He knows that he's a wide receiver coming out of college. But the more and more he runs like this, the more and more you see him buying into the fact that this is a big back with speed that strikes fear into the hearts of defensive backs.
Washington has now run exactly 30 more offensive plays than Seattle. And all even.
30 more plays, and the game's still tied. Look out, Jamal Adams is there. Heinicke's got to throw it away. He got blocked for a second.
To throw that away.
When we talked with Jamal Adams, he wanted to get up around the line of scrimmage more in this game. He wanted to be around the football, and he keys the play action and then gets enough pressure on Heinicke to force the throw away. But that's not a sack, but it is a successful down at the line of scrimmage for Jamal Adams.
What a great job by him of avoiding the cut block of Gibson right there on the perimeter to keep his feet and continue to apply pressure. But this is where Seattle's comfortable down here. They've been very successful at keeping people out of the end zone. Washington needs to figure out a way to get a touchdown.
2nd and goal.
McKissick, touchdown. What a run. If you had McKissick on your fantasy team, good for you. And he jumps in the crowd and catches COVID. Seriously, in a global pandemic, should a player really be allowed to jump in the fucking stands? I'm just saying.
He's the best of the business at diagnosing runs, and look what happens to him. He bounces outside. Eric Flowers gets on top of him.
Damn, Eric Flowers not being useless. How about that? Giants fans are like, what the fuck? Touchdown, Washington.
And just cleaning things up on the inside so there's no pursuit.
And Washington's going to go for 2 here. 12 straight failed 2-point conversions, longest drought in NFL history.
The longest drought in NFL history.
Well, May the odds be in your favor. Read option, read option, read option. And Gibson's got it. 17-9, Washington. Now Washington's taking control of the game. I like it. Best drive of the night by far. Their first touchdown drive was kind of bullshit, but that's a good one.
That over their last 12 on two-point conversions, the longest streak since the two-point conversion began in 1994. 17-9, home team.
And as soon as I get on Facebook, the first thing I see is congratulations, Jamal Adams, for passing Vince Wilfork in career interceptions. Oh no, another shit pop busted in the stands at the Washington game. I'm not kidding. It says poop water rains down on Washington fans at FedEx Field again. God. It's a good thing there's like nobody there.
I had so much fun running around this town, seeing all the history, the buildings, and the memorials for the war memorials, World War II, the Holocaust memorials.
Talking about bringing the kids at the right age.
It's really some of the, having lived down here for a while, it's one of the most beautiful places to visit in terms of the scenery, the history.
It's okay to love it right now. It's going well for you.
Eskridge out to the 30, and Tress Way did in fact kick off.
You're going to get an unsportsmanlike. You don't stop pulling people off that pile, bruh.
Washington's defense was a mess from 2015 to 2019. Ranking near the bottom.
Washington's defense was only good last year because the East was garbage and Dak Prescott was hurt.
Feeling pretty good about the way things look. The pride of his street. And this season's all come crashing down, scattering their hopes of defensive dominance across the NFL landscape.
And I wasted a draft pick on the Washington defense in my fantasy draft. They were cut about 2 or 3 weeks into the season, by the way. Run with Collins that goes nowhere. Wow, Seattle, I'm stunned.
In all seriousness, we talked with Jack Del Rio this week, and we talked about earlier in the year why they weren't playing well defensively, and they were playing individual defense. They weren't playing team defense. They had a lot of guys with a lot of talent and a lot of expectations. And Jonathan Allen told us, we don't need to worry about expectations. We need to worry about the standard. And Jonathan Allen has taken over leadership of this defense, and they played much better in the second half of this season.
2nd and 10.
Screen to Everett. That's about the only time Russell can hit Everett wide open is if he throws it short. About a 3rd and 4. Seattle offense just... Tell me how their offense makes any fucking sense. Metcalf and Lockett. Let's run little toss plays and runs up the gut and screens to tight ends. Fucking idiots. This is frustrating to watch because they're so stupid. Nothing about how Seattle runs this offense makes any fucking sense. Their best plays are on broken plays because they can't call anything worth a shit. Intercept. Oh, dropped. Damn near intercepted. And look, it wasn't to fucking Lockett or Metcalf. DK Metcalf's been a ghost out here tonight.
I think Russell Wilson's going to need to start thinking about DK Metcalf.
Thank you. Start thinking about... Fuck, this offense makes no sense.
He's going to be wide open. He's just physical.
And he said Metcalf's wide ass open. Here he is. Of course, he shoved a defender down to get wide open, but he was open at the sticks.
I'm getting open, and nobody's targeted.
If you're a Seattle fan, I feel fucking sorry for you. No way this team should be this shitty.
Settle about 25. 38-yard punt.
It is inexcusable for this offense to suck this bad. By the way, DK Metcalf's had more different types of hair colors this year than the Seahawks have had wins. One week he looks like a snow cone, then he looks like a dipstick thing. One of them little candy dipstick things you used to get at the movies. A little powder you dip the shit in ain't worth a fuck, but the little minty stick thing always tasted good. Remember candy cigarettes? I miss those. They tasted so good. Yeah, dude, them candy cigarettes were dope. Of course, it's fucked up that they were basically selling candy cigarettes to kids. Pretty fucked up. USC forced to apologize after crowd chants "fuck the Mormons" at BYU game. Dum 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 dum.
Heinicke's made some plays tonight. Really good with his discipline, not trying to push the ball down the field. If the defense plays coverage, don't take the check down and get a positive play. But then when he needs to make a play, he has this escapability, this creativity and innovation that allows him to make something out of nothing. And coaches crave this. When the play's not there, protect the ball, but make a positive play, get a first down. That's what quarterback play in the National Football League is like.
And going to be working on what has to be an exhausted Seattle defense again. 3 consecutive 3-and-outs.
False start.
The flag flag. False start. Offense. Number 78. 5-yard penalty. First down.
First accepted
110 points in 2 games. Wow.
Washington. How about that? That's crazy.
Is the Falcons going to draft the entire USC defense?
Take little chunks and long drives. They now have 3 drives over 9 plays that have been scoring drives. If you're going to do that, you can't have penalties because that backs you up.
Longest Seattle drive of the night was the touchdown drive, a 6-play drive. Again, the defense on the field all game long.
Gibson for 2.
run. As he was down, you heard the whistle. Time of possession, 26:41.
His time of possession's out of hand, buddy.
Well, there's no question that Washington knows what their identity is. They know they are built front to back, which is exactly what wins.
Fuck the Mormons. Got a nice ring to it. It's funny.
Controlling the line of scrimmage. Controlling the line of scrimmage on defense.
Dan Quinn will serve as Cowboys head coach versus Saints. Well, the Cowboys are fucked. I'll be cheering for the Saints Thursday. How fucked up is that?
They're just trying to continue to execute and stay consistent.
2nd and 13 from the 22.
Called by McLaurin. And a 12, 3rd and 1.
Fourth catch going to be just short of the marker. 3rd down.
We brought it up earlier. Whenever Terry McLaurin gets in the slot, you know that's where they're going. He doesn't go in there that often, but when he does, it's for a reason. It's because they like the matchup. They want to change up the look. Seattle has to dial into that, otherwise.
3rd and 2, it's Gibson.
Gibson.
No whistle yet.
No gain.
He's going to be well short.
4th down. Wow, what a weak-ass 3-and-out that was.
That's a nice job.
You got to punt from that field position.
In the middle of that Seattle defensive line.
Weak. I was like, wait a minute, it's 4th down? Oh, yeah.
Quick snap, 3rd and short situation, allowing them to convert. Somebody has to step up in the middle of that defensive line, whether it's Poona Ford, Al Woods, Monet, and get off.
Monet.
First 3 and out for Washington since their opening drive. Tressway back to punt. Freddie Swain will backtrack to
Damn. Good punt.
What a punt for Tressway. 52.
Hey, there's DK Metcalf. Don't know why he's here tonight. They're not throwing him the fucking ball because Seattle's stupid. Boy, the Falcons, if they could just get a great pass rusher, they'd be so much better off. Not that they're going to take over the world or anything, but somebody that could actually get to a fucking quarterback once in a while. Hey guys, NASCAR 21 Ignition's on sale, 30% off on Xbox, and it's still fucking overpriced. Still overpriced. Somebody said, wow, 30% off a 30% video game. Oh my god, guys, what a bargain. If Big Mother Truckers for PS2 was only $19.95, NASCAR 21 is way overpriced. WWE Crush Hour is worth more. By the way, I have Crush Hour. I ain't played it in a long time.
This is 5G. Built right 5 miles from our nation's capital. Keep waiting for the Seattle Seahawks to flip the switch.
Seattle will do everything on offense that doesn't work. Lockett's had a couple of catches, but he still ain't even had it. He's had 3 catches. Still close to 100 yards. Oh, dude, NASCAR 21 is that bad. It is the all-time worst NASCAR game ever made. And I'm not exaggerating. Oh, look, they throw it short to a fucking tight end.
watching Russell Wilson right now. He's throwing the ball a lot to these tight ends, Disley and Everett.
Why?
After he threw that ball, he looked over at DK Metcalf just to see what the coverage was.
Twisted Metal. Yeah, WWE Crush Hour is basically Twisted Metal, but with WWE people in it.
Adams gets double coverage, and you still go to him. You got to get him involved. 2nd and 4.
Will Russell throw to a wide receiver? He will for Metcalf. It's incomplete. Well, at least they tried. 3rd down.
Cam Curl had the cover.
To me, this is an example of a quarterback who, after the first play, looks and goes, look, I have to somehow get him a target. And Cam Curl's just waiting for him.
It took them till late in the 3rd quarter to figure out, gee, we should throw the ball to DK Metcalf.
And let these guys go one-on-one.
Try to get him involved a little more.
Move him inside. And try and hide him a little bit. Move you around some. When a guy lines up outside all the time at the X or the Z, he's easy to take out of the game. You got to put him inside, change up his alignments.
Also run some defense a different look. Run some in-breaking routes. You can't just run right down.
I'd like Lockett here on a crossing route.
Dig on the inside, and you could beat too deep that way.
And that's what he runs. Russell running for his life. Oh, he should have threw the interception. He threw it right to the defender, and it hit him in the hands. Incomplete. That should have been picked.
4th down. So many times we've seen Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett on the same page. And watch as he escapes here. Tyler Lockett's going to try to escape as well. And right there, Lockett makes the decision that he's going to go up. And Russell Wilson thinks he's coming back to him. And that's why the ball went right into Curl's chest. 4th consecutive.
Pathetic. And you're boring me. Which is why I'm getting mad.
Carter, fair catch.
Oh, this 3rd quarter's just crawling by.
Meanwhile, next week on Monday Night Football, Mac Jones.
Who? Mac Jones. If the Patriots win that, I'm a believer. If the Patriots beat the Bills, I'm all in.
Football heads to Western New York, only the 2nd time since 2008. The last time we were there was 2018. That was also against New England.
I think that game might be a little hard-hitting, maybe a little important. Some tension in that game.
It's supposed to be snow, too. Snow at these quarterbacks, Mac.
Ooh, if we get a snow game in that, too, my God.
Hard-hitting tension and snow.
Gibson bounces to the outside. Ooh, takes a shot. Gets 5 yards, though. And it didn't even phase him either. Gibson didn't even flinch.
Coach of the Washington football team said, hey, don't go out of bounds. Come get some of that.
Yeah, I think Gibson won that battle.
Hey, that's what you want. But you know what? I get paid to DJ. God, I love that sound. Oh, I love that sound.
Shoulder pads smacking together is a pretty satisfying sound. Next to a ball hitting the upright, that's the best. You hear how loud that ball was in the Titans-Patriots game when it hit the upright? It's like, boom, like somebody hit a gong. 3rd and 1 for Washington. This is a miserable 3rd quarter.
Two head coaches about Thanksgiving, how they spent it. Pete said he spent it right where he should, on the floor with his grandkids. And Ron Rivera,
Pete Carroll's so old, if he gets down on the floor, he might not get up again. He better be careful.
Thanksgiving in some 30 years. Both of these coaches very happy about being on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you get that extra day, and so I think they practiced on Wednesday instead and gave them Thursday off. Here's the famous.
3rd and 1.
And Gibson gets stuffed. 4th down. Watch it. Boy, both these offenses are really pissing me off.
But the official has him spotted.
He didn't get that 1st down.
Two yards behind.
Horrible. Fucking horrible.
Nice response on the part of the Seattle interior defense.
What are these offenses doing?
Exactly. I mean, because there you knew, you see how this.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White tore his ACL on Thanksgiving. So I'm sure the Patriots took note of that. Buffalo still got a strong defense regardless, I think. Very formidable. A lot of ball hawks in that secondary, even without Tre'Davious White. And Washington punts again.
And it'll roll. Seattle will take over. Back in 30 seconds after this from DirecTV Stream.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live.
How the Seahawks doing? Fucking terrible. They have two of the best receivers in football, but insist on running the ball up the gut for no gain and throwing screens to back up tight ends instead of getting their playmakers involved. And Russell Wilson's playing like shit. That's how Seattle's doing. Defense is getting bailed out because Washington's play calling on offense these last couple of drives has been pretty suspect too. But yeah, Seattle sucks. They're bad. They've got a chance to win this game. They're only down by 8, but they're not impressive tonight at all. If I was a Seahawks fan, I'd have zero confidence that they were going to pull this off.
Washington leads Seattle. 2:03 to play.
Seahawks have gone 3 and out on 4 straight drives in this quarter.
See that Seahawks 3 and outs on the last 4 drives. And this offense, I mean, there was decisions in the offseason. Brian Schottenheimer was not retained after they scored more points than any time in Seahawks history. And to bring in Shane Waldron, they have just not been the same.
Back to that stupid run. Oh, look, it goes nowhere. Yeah, Seattle is not good. They are not good at all. They're one of the worst teams in the NFC for sure. And they're playing like it right now. 18 yards rushing through 3 quarters, and they're going to keep handing it off and trying to pop little toss runs to the outside. That's how fucking stupid this coaching staff is. Ooh, a play action fake. And he throws it short to the 3rd wide receiver who's tackled for no gain. 3rd down. Oh no, now they just might have to try to throw the ball to DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett.
And he can read the play quickly, decipher it quickly, he can just go.
No, run a draw play and punt.
And just watch the closing quickness. As far as height, weight, and speed, the things that scouts value the most when they're scouting players, he has it all. He just needs to learn what he's doing on a consistent basis.
Seattle's making this so easy for Washington's defense, and Washington's defense is not even good. But they've got an easy night tonight. 2 for 8 on 3rd down. I don't know why Washington's playing so far off these wide receivers. They're not going to throw to them. And Russell goes down. The offensive line gets overwhelmed. Safety blitz, and the Seahawks will punt again to end the 3rd quarter. Real exciting stuff here. 5 straight 3 and outs. Can't even get a 1st down. Ooh, Seattle's going to save their season, guys. Tell your friend to don't bother watching. This is horrible. Ooh, I like the soles of Russell's cleats there. Washington is on a winning streak right now. They beat Tampa Bay, they beat Carolina, and I think they're about to beat Seattle, but we got a quarter to go. They're up by 8. So this will be the 3rd straight win for Washington if they hold on here, and then they'd be right in the hunt for the playoffs. They'd be right in the hunt for the playoffs with 6 games to go. Boy, that extra game is really making this season seem long. I didn't realize it until we got to this point in the year, but it's like, damn, there's 6 fucking weeks left after this. Shit. And games like this make it seem longer with idiots like Pete Carroll and whoever that bum-ass offensive coordinator is they have. Put me to sleep in here, man. I slept till 3 o'clock. How am I sleepy? Oh, yeah, I'm watching Seattle play. One more quarter.
We're going to snap an 8-game losing streak on Monday Night Football. Specifically at home, Washington is 1-17 over the last 18 home games, getting back to 1998.
Yeah, Minnesota's so inept, they lost to the Cowboys with Cooper Rush at quarterback. Washington's going to get great field position here near the 44.
Hard hit out to the 43, down to Lisa.
Steve, Taylor Heinicke strongly believes that that diving touchdown play that he had in last season's wildcard game is the sole reason why he has a job. He said, if we look at the film, his first read, J.D. McKissick, was actually open. He said he didn't hit him. He felt the pocket collapse, scrambled to his left, and then he said he saw the pylon and just thought I'm going for it. He said if he had run out of bounds, had they not scored there and kept the game close, maybe Washington does not sign him to a
Yeah, Michael, I heard that segment on Undisputed as well. When you notice how much people give Brady credit for shit he doesn't have anything to do with, you will start to turn on him. I defended for years Tom Brady against a lot of the hate that he got. But I'm starting to hate on him from a different angle because I watch these games. I know what goes on. I see it with my own eyes. I've watched football a very long time. And for him to get credit for that win yesterday, like he was the reason, it was the same fucking thing in the Super Bowl against Kansas City. The defense won that game. But they had to answer questions about how did Tom Brady make this possible for you guys to do this. Like, fuck off. Fake the screen, throw the screen the other way to Gibson. He's got to beat Wagner to the edge. He's near a first down. First down.
Starting quarterbacks in the NFL, Taylor Heinicke is the only one who was undrafted.
But he said he's been overlooked his entire life.
Remember how bad Brady was playing the middle of last year? When they lost to the Rams, they lost to the Bears, they got blown out by the Saints. Remember how bad Brady was playing for like an entire month? And then late in the season, they got to play the Falcons twice, the Panthers and the Lions, and Brady looked like a god just because those teams suck. And then they get in the playoffs, and they get to play a losing team like Washington. They got lucky. The team was good. Brady was the weak link last year. He was playing like shit that entire month. They were getting their ass beat. People forget about that. But like I said, they got to play the Lions, the Falcons twice, and the Panthers to close out the season. Give me a fucking break.
A lot of football left this season, and he is on an audition. He's trying to build his resume.
Another 3rd and short for Washington.
But you know, I think at the end of the day, legend is a really strong word, okay? Like, that was a great play. What he needs to do now is take that and become consistent.
I realized when Tom Brady left New England, oh shit, I'm really just a Belichick fan, but I was always a Belichick fan.
He has a penchant to win every play.
I couldn't help but kind of root for the Patriots late in the playoffs. Be like, come on, I want to see him win another one.
In his 4 losses this year, he's got 8 interceptions. In his 4 wins, he has
3rd and short for Washington again.
That's what he's done in the last 3 weeks.
3rd and 1.
And they hand it to Patterson, the 3rd string running back, who is stuffed. 4th down. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I'm tired of this. Go for it. This is a big moment in the game if they do go for this.
Set the edge here against Logan Thomas. He really just posts him up and says, look, and turns everything back inside. It almost like they're going to have to try and do it again, see if they can get off the field, give their offense another shot.
Yeah, this is an easy decision for Ron Rivera. He's got a green zone in that middle of the
Riverboat
field.
run.
He knows he's going to go for a 4th down if he doesn't get it.
Gibson back in there.
They're in the shotgun with a sweep to Gibson, who's got it and a lot more. He's down the sideline. 20, 15, out of bounds near the 10. Nice. Nice. And there is a flag. Holding on Washington. Never mind, it's 4th and 10. Washington will punt.
Responsible for blocking Jamal Adams on the edge. It was a great pin block.
Oh well.
I wonder if they're going to get Sheriff on a hold.
They called holding.
That's exactly.
And the punt team comes in. What an exciting game we have here.
They've done this 2 or 3 times now. Adams is going to fight through it. If he doesn't fight through that, that's a good call. He doesn't get that call if he doesn't fight.
Just enough of a hold.
We've talked about this, you know, anytime that arm is extended and then the defender is trying to get past.
Oh, well, it was a lovely thought.
It's going to be thrown every time.
And now there is no decision after the penalty. Tressway back to punt. Got a little bit of pressure. Short kick, fair catch from Freddie Swain. 44-yard punt.
Seattle's still only down by 8. Yawn. Those yawns are genuine now. And now Seattle's offense is back on the field, and they're even more boring. I could play Madden right now and call more plays that make sense than what Seattle does. Everything for Seattle sucks on offense. Russell sucks. The play calling sucks. The offensive line is pretty bad. Seattle's last 5 possessions, 9 yards, 5 yards, 7 yards, 6 yards, -2. They all ended in punts, coincidentally. Still only down by 8 early in the fourth quarter. And Russell throws to no one. Thank you for being a friend.
We're trying to get the ball to DK Metcalf, talking about what we want to get the ball to him on
And
the
if you
outside.
threw a party. Yeah, I'm one of those Golden Girls fans. I know the other verse. Invited everyone you knew.
And that forces the high throw.
Russell said, fuck it, I'm going to run it. First down. He said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Wow, their first down of the half. Good for them. Yeah, all the early overachievers are struggling. The 49ers, Washington, Dolphins, the Patriots, the Chiefs. The Chiefs are coming on strong. They struggled early. They got lucky early to have a better record than they probably deserved. Russell on the run. Now he's wanting to go deep, and fuck it, slings it. 50-50 ball, a little out of reach for Metcalf.
I realize that Russell wants to make the big play, and we've been talking about getting it to.
I appreciate that they're trying something different
As open as you could possibly be in the National Football
after
League.
banging their heads against a brick wall for the last hour.
You want to force it out here, but in the middle of the field is where it needs to go. Thanks for that, Picasso. Yeah, I tell he's acting up on me too. What about for me? Oh, really? That's what that was?
Screen to Swain, who's fumbled out of bounds for a loss of 3. Third down. Third and long. Real exciting stuff. How many more chances do they need? Their defense has made Washington punt several drives in a row. Does anybody want to win this game? Washington wins by default. They got the lead right now. Shout out to the guy in the random Ravens jersey sitting back there. Wonder if he was at the game last night. Feel bad for him if he went to that. And then this game, look out, Russ. And Russell goes down. It's 4th down. Gain of 5, but it's 4th down. Seattle will punt again. This game cannot end fast enough.
You got Shakatoni on the outside. You see Deron Payne looping back inside.
Shakatoni, Shaka Khan, it don't fucking matter. Seattle's probably not going to win this game without a miracle.
You got no chance, no shot.
They need a fluke big play. That's been the only way they've gotten anything tonight is fluke big plays. They had the one in the first half to lock it and the blocked extra point run back for 2. That's it. They're trash. And to think in the preseason, I said all 4 NFC West teams will make the playoffs. Well, I would have been right if I said 3 out of 4. Unless the Rams keep losing, then I'll be way wrong. Thank you for being thanks for getting that in my head, Peter. Is the Golden Girls on any streaming service? I haven't looked. I've got Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon. I don't think the Golden Girls can be streamed on anything. That's a real shame. Yeah, there's my email with my Spider-Man tickets. Boy, you know, every Monday night when I hear Raw from the other TV, it doesn't sound that boring. But if you sit down and watch it, it's pretty fucking bad. The last time I was this bored was last night, watching that 4th quarter of the Ravens and the Browns.
East Division race. Somebody thought it was over a few weeks ago, but the Cowboys have come back to earth. And Washington, Philadelphia, really even the Giants are kind of right there. And Dallas, who knows what's going on with the Cowboys now? Mike McCarthy will not coach on Thursday night.
Thus leaving the Cowboys in the ever-capable hands of Dan Quinn.
Right tackle Terrence Steele on Thursday due to COVID.
Would I trade Russell for Justin Fields? No. But I would try to trade him for a first-round pick at least. You got to give me a first and a second if you want Russell. Maybe 2 firsts if you can get some really stupid team to buy.
Yeah, and the Washington football team plays those Cowboys.
Rams are playing the Jags. Surely they can handle that game. But remember, the Rams did lose to the Jets last year.
The NFC East is a long way from deciding.
Thank you for being a friend.
Close out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a similar situation like this by going on a long fourth quarter drive, 19 plays and 10.5 minutes. Yeah,
Just run the clock out and end this fucking game. There you go, Gibson. First down. I can't wait for them to fail on a 3rd and inches and have to punt again.
Watch the patience as he gets out on the perimeter behind Leno and Flowers. Watch here. He's just waiting for a seam. He sees it, and then he exploits it. Now, you've got the kind of positive yardage that you want. But that right there just shows that how he is getting more and more comfortable as a runner, as an instinctive runner, and not just someone who's trying to use his athletic ability.
Because if you bounce that right there, now Leno is extended and you possibly get a hold on Rasheem Green. But that patience to get inside helped. Right back to Gibson.
So what's the mindset for Washington now? They're up 1 score. There's 9.5.
Burn clock, but get first downs.
Killing this clock, or you're staying aggressive and trying to score again.
Well, when we talked about the way that they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you're playing against Tom Brady. They had to go down and score and win. Scott Turner said we weren't thinking 4-minute offs. We wanted to go down and score a touchdown because of Tom Brady. Tonight's completely different. Russell Wilson and this offense, they haven't proven that they can do anything tonight. So I think they want to burn clock.
2nd and 9.
Deep drop for Heinicke. Thomas is wide open for a first down. There you go.
3rd catch. Gain of 12.
Well, this is a nice job as far as the release. You see he's going to think like he's going outside and then come back underneath.
One team is actually capable of getting a first down. The other team is the Seattle Seahawks.
And I can tell you this, when you have a tight end who is 6'6", 250 pounds and a catch and run.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is a tough player to figure out, Michael. I can't figure it out. Because there's weeks where he just seems like an unbeatable god. Not necessarily throwing the ball, but he just has these freak games where everything goes right and he does no wrong. Ooh, screen to McKissick. Held onto that ball a long time. Lamar, that's the worst game I've ever seen Lamar play last night. And they still won because Baker Mayfield was the other team's quarterback.
And that's winning football games. That's not winning this play. Before, he'd love to push that ball down the field, but that play right there is learning how to win in the NFL. It's not always about pushing the ball down the field like Russell.
The Browns must think so little of Case Keenum to let Baker Mayfield keep playing hurt and playing the way he is. A lot of drop passes last night, though, for the Browns in key situations, especially in the first half. And a missed field goal, but still 4 takeaways, and that's the best you can do. Gibson for another first down to midfield. 7 minutes to go.
It's so noticeable up here and how different this young man is running the football. How quickly he gets.
Well, good, Gibson. I need you to run. I'm going to need you coming down the stretch here for my fantasy football games.
Now I'm upfield. Look at the pad level as he gets onto the second level.
I've hung on to him all season.
25, 230-pound back.
25 carries for Gibson tonight. That's a new career high for the young player. In his 2nd season out of Memphis.
Go back and watch every playoff game Lamar Jackson's ever played in.
Those Tigers. Feed him again, and why not?
We talked coming out of halftime about how this Seattle defense, how they were going to wear down in the second half. And we're coming up on the next play will be 70 plays for the Washington offense. And you can't, no defense can withstand that amount of pressure. And I don't care how good you are. The Seattle, I think, has played really well for the number of plays that they've had. And as long as they've been on the field to only give up 17 points, they've played their rear ends off.
Yeah, Seattle's defense has done a good job. They've just been out here for way too long. I saw Skip said Baker deserves a B+ for his performance last night. B+. For what? Big run here. Down inside the 30 for Gibson. Man, I should have started Gibson this week. All right. I'm going to start him next week, but he better not fuck it up.
Darryl Taylor, he just comes up the field. And when he comes up the field, you can't do that. You're not rushing the passer here in the 4-minute drill. You just open up strain, and that's just discipline in a young player.
Like, I've been on the, let's just say, rear end kicking side of one of these types of drives, and it's exhausting. If you want to know why people talk about running the football from a philosophical standpoint and how it really does help your offense and it hurts
creeping into 5 minutes here.
You're seeing it right now. These guys are just getting worn out.
We're seeing it more and more in the NFL. We're seeing it. The 49ers have turned their season around. The New England Patriots are taking teams' will, running the football. So everybody thinks, oh, passing league, passing league. Not so fast. These teams are winning, running the football, playing good defense.
Yeah, that effect is real. It's real on you.
Seattle, for all their stupid run plays, have 34 yards to show for it. Washington has 146.
We started that conversation. Yeah. It goes fast. A few first downs inside of 5 minutes now.
And this is now the 3rd week in a row that they've done that. So it's not a fluke. This is not, just a flash.
Seattle showing why I was hesitant to stream this game.
To 2 great defenses, Tampa Bay, Carolina, and now you're doing it again tonight.
Washington just stabbing you in the gut with these long drives late in games.
He'll be taken down. Give him a yard. Clock continues to spin.
And what did Scott Turner tell us? He said the offensive linemen love this kind of play calling regimen. They're like, hey,
low risk here, no negative play, stay in field goal range, go up by 2 scores. Seattle's not going to do anything when they get this ball back. They'll go 3 and out like they always do.
Said he's never seen Leno and Flowers happier. 3rd down and 7. Remember, Joey Sly, the kicker's dealing with a hamstring.
This might be 2-down territory.
Want to go up 2?
Nah, you kick field goal and go up 2 scores.
Important play here.
Delay a game, or did they get the timeout?
Didn't get it off. He was trying to change the protection. He heard him say, go right, and didn't.
I guess I delay of game.
Offense, number 5, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down. No timeout from the sideline helping him out either. So they hit the flag, they'll back him up 5 yards.
So if this truly is, there he is, 2 downs. You see Ron, he's saying you got 2 downs, so they're going to throw the ball here, but you don't need to throw it at the sticks. And now defensively, if you're Ken Norton, don't defend the sticks. You got to defend the play.
Yeah, you got to stay a little bit more aggressive. You got to kind of know that that's the situation.
3rd and 12, longest 3rd down they face tonight.
Looks like they're playing a soft zone now.
Yep. Quick throw. It's McKissick.
Now Seattle should take a timeout.
4th down and a timeout.
And hope that they miss this field goal. McKissick is not getting up.
McKissick slow to get up. It's a sheriff waving people over for some medical attention. See what happened there.
San Francisco is going to run Seattle off the field Sunday. They're going to kick their ass.
Right on top of his head. See it right there.
We'll step out while McKissick is attended to.
Yeah, it looked bad for McKissick. So he got it hit right on the top of the head. If Tom Brady had the stat line Heinicke had put up tonight, they'd be trying to elect him president. Not that Heinicke's played poorly, he's just all right. But if Brady had that stat line, my God, he leads his team to another win. What a legend. Never mind Gibson's fucking rushing performance. No. I hope San Francisco blows out Seattle. Pete Carroll needs to be fired. I'm sorry. It's over. They had a good run. Move on. Rebuild. Russell should go somewhere else too. Not that he's the problem, but he should go somewhere else.
There's a live picture. J.D. McKissick just sat up now. He was down on the turf the entire time we were away. And you heard the reaction from the crowds. Still getting attended to. McKissick not considered the starter at running back, but the leader in that running back room. Real personality guy. Important to this team in so many ways. As the cart comes out.
McKissick sat up, but he's going to get on the cart. Another commercial. Yeah, NFL game tickets. You want to pay a shit ton of money? Man, those Super Bowl tickets are always hilarious to look at the price. I always just look at the price and go, ha ha ha, never. And I'd like to go to a Super Bowl in my lifetime, but it'll never happen. The only way you'd ever get to go to a Super Bowl is if you're famous. And when the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, I was like, damn, I'd love to go. Glad I never ended up going. First of all, I couldn't anyway, but it was that Rams-Patriots fucking bullshit. The Jared Goff game.
Seconds ago, J.D. McKissick on the cart, received a ton of respect. All his teammates around, a bunch of Seahawks, and Bobby Wagner lingered a little longer. And now McKissick will head off.
Yeah, great to see him up and moving everything. Hopefully he's okay.
He looks like he's going to be all right. So Washington's kicker's hurt. It's 4th and 4. I guess they'll go for it instead of letting the punter try to make a kick. So this is big. Wide open. 1st and goal. DeAndre Carter. Wide open. Clutch. Taylor fucking Heinicke. Washington might need to sign an extra kicker this week, though.
Logan Thomas wasn't supposed to come back inside. He's supposed to open that up for Carter right in the middle of the field, but a great throw from Taylor Heinicke.
It's a very sneaky play design on the part of an offensive coordinator because you're running a lot of window dressing for the second level defenders to look at, and then the sneaky guy behind him. But you're right, that touch throw has to be perfect.
Washington took over at their own 13th play of the drive upcoming. 1st down and goal. Here's Gibson. Wagner the stop.
Seattle calls their second. Yeah, they're about to say, where's the timeout? Have they just completely fallen asleep on the Seattle sideline? That's how they've coached this second half.
Heinicke's hit his last 7. What a drive this is out of Scott Turner and Washington. The NFC playoff picture. Again, a Washington win here tonight, and they leap into a wild card spot. How about that?
They go right above the Vikings, right here.
People left this team for dead at the first half of this season. And that's why you got to let them play all the games.
Guys, the NFC teams 7 through 15, are separated by 1 game. Like, the only team who's not on the page is the Lions.
Well, there's only 6 teams with winning records in the NFC. So there's a lot of football left, and like we opened this broadcast talking about it's not the best record right now. As much
all right, Michael, I'll see you Thursday, I suppose.
And Washington's playing really good.
Looking for a 3-game winning streak coming out of the bye.
The bootleg, nothing there. Slide, stay in bounds. There you go. Heinicke slides at the 5, stays in bounds. Makes Seattle burn the last timeout.
At a timeout, Seattle will spend another.
You seeing this young man grow in terms of his decision-making here. Instead of trying to go for the pylon, as you mentioned, Brian, he doesn't try to force the ball in. He just slides, doesn't take any unnecessary hits. The throw just before to DeAndre Carter. I mean, he's showing Ron Rivera all the things that Ron wants. Now the question is, as an organization, are they going to allow him to be that guy if he continues to do this? Or are there going to be other outside influences that push them in another direction because Taylor Heinicke doesn't fit the prototypical franchise quarterback? That's what's going to be interesting to watch.
They're going to do all their homework. They're going to look at the draft. They're going to look at free agents that are available, and they're going to evaluate Taylor Heinicke. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of football left to play.
Yeah.
I would love to see Taylor Heinicke go a stretch at the end of this season, compete for the NFC East, potentially get into the playoffs again to see what you can do there. All that's going to be taken into consideration, whether he ends up being the guy going forward or not.
Hey, lefty, lefty.
Third and goal. In the belly of Gibson.
Damn, Gibson's still going. Ooh, he went out of bounds.
Slammed out by Jordan Brooks. 2:25 left on the clock.
Fourth and goal.
Ron Rivera said he gets a weekly report from his scouts on all the college football quarterbacks. So doing their due diligence.
Can the punter not make a short field goal? They'll leave the offense out there. Well, they should get the win. Chances are pretty fucking high. They don't trust the punter to make a 20-yard field goal.
If I'm them, this play clock's below 5 now. I might take a timeout here and get the absolute perfect play.
Timeout.
Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout.
They snapped it. They got it away.
Nope, there's timeout.
Shut it down.
Good thing, too, nobody was open. I was watching to see if anybody was going to get open, and they're lucky that Ron got the timeout.
I'm about to get on the edge here and cause some problems.
You know, we see these head coaches run down the sideline, and Ron Rivera's not running down the sideline. He just kind of walked out onto the field trying to get the attention.
Pete Carroll's usually the guy running down the sideline. So what does that tell you about Tress Way saying his range is 30, 35 yards? I mean, the field goal puts him up 2 scores, pretty much puts this game away, and Rivera's still going for it on 4th.
He has seen a kick blocked and returned for 2 points also. So
a rare extra point return.
Probably factoring into his decision not to.
Based on Ron Rivera's facial expression, he's like, I'm not kicking anything.
Yeah, I think he probably made that decision at the start of the drive.
And it crunched on Jarrett Patterson as the running back for the right of Heinicke.
Fake the run. Heinicke's buying time. It's caught. Touchdown.
And the signal is touchdown.
Logan Thomas right at the goal line.
Logan Thomas met by Jamal Adams at the goal line. And another conversation in the end zone.
This is a big body. You see him just put some touch on it. That's the difference. That's what happens when you're 6'6",
Touchdown.
50 pounds.
This angle will show.
Question to the ground to help him make that catch.
You cannot overturn that.
Barry, gonna need another angle to really see if that ball does move.
Touchdown. The play is now under further review.
It's touchdown.
It can move as long as your hand is underneath.
Yeah, his hand was underneath it. That's touchdown.
The ball definitely hits the ground, and then it moves up. That's control, right, JP?
Yep, there is slight movement, but is it enough to take it to an incomplete? I don't think so based on what we've seen so far. It looks like it's trapped up against his wrist. It's moving, but does he have enough of his hand and his wrist underneath the football? Remember, the ruling is a score. Got to be clear and obvious to make it.
That'll stand.
I'm seeing that right on your monitor. Pink taken, right? Clear and obvious. I love it.
Wait, he's got.
This is reminder. This is reminder right there. Clear and obvious. Well, we got like 586 pages of stuff. Bottom line is clear and obvious. Let's go with it.
Seattle came all the way across the country to play like this.
Seattle's football about the 3-yard line with 2:16 left.
A lot of time.
1st and 10 the other way, and Seahawks are out of timeouts. Well, let's see.
And Seattle's season really hanging in the balance. They lose this game, and their playoff hopes are dashed, gone.
Who would have thought the Seahawks would be slumming it with the Giants and Lions at the bottom of the NFC?
What New York is looking at now. The ball is spotted at the 3 for now.
Russell Wilson's over there just itching to have one more chance. It has not been pretty at all tonight for them on the offensive side, but with Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett.
How can you take this long? It's touchdown.
With a chance, down 8.
You knew the Joey Sly injury would come into play. Because if Sly is healthy, you know they're kicking the chip shot field goal to go up 2 scores.
That ball just looks like it's trapped up against his wrist, and although it's...
After review, the receiver lost control of the ball.
Bullshit! 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 He trapped it up against his wrist. It was a catch. You're wrong, and you're fucking stupid. But it makes for better TV for Seattle to get the ball back only down by 8. Bullshit. He trapped it up against his wrist. No, how do you overturn that? There was not enough there to overturn that. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. They just want to try to manufacture some drama here. But the Seahawks offense will put an end to that.
The Seahawks have 1 first down in the half.
This is time for Jonathan Allen.
Oh boy, I'm sure Seattle will drive all this length of the field and tie this up. Sure. Sure they will. They're at the 3. Their own 3. Caught by Everett, who gets up the sideline for a first. 2:15 to go. Well, this is nerve-wracking all of a sudden.
What a great catch by Gerald Everett. Reaching back behind him a little bit, snagging that ball low.
I don't know how you overturn that. There was not enough to overturn that, period. Oh, look, a check down to the running back. Leaps out of bounds for 1. Ooh, what a big play.
You get them into a 2-minute situation where they're going up tempo, they're throwing the ball, they got nothing to lose, we got 4 downs, and it can jumpstart them, give them a little bit of juice.
This is drama we didn't expect, and that shouldn't be happening. Oh, look, it's going to be 3rd down at the 2-minute warning.
And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning.
Bullshit. 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 Nah, they done after this year. Seattle's done for the year and the Pete Carroll era. They will never win again. No matter how many chances they get here that they don't deserve. Oh, I was so close to the stream being over. We were so close. Well, that nice win Washington comment might age poorly here if something horrible happens.
up on Monday Night Post game.
After tonight's manufactured drama, stay tuned for the Monday Night Post game.
Now we get back down the road from where we are here in D.C. See if Russell Wilson can pull a rabbit out of a hat. Guys?
Pull the rabbit out of his head, as Jason Witten once said.
Great. Scotty having all the Monday Night Football crew over to the house for Thanksgiving. Great hospitality. Great hanging out with him all weekend. Him and Stanford Steve. That was tournament. What? That didn't happen? No.
3rd and 5, 2 minutes to go, no timeouts.
This might be last call for the Seahawks.
Let me guess, he's going to throw it short again. Ooh, Washington brings the heat. And it's incomplete. And there's flags in the secondary, right on cue. First down, Seattle. What a surprise. Pressure made Russell throw that ball before he wanted to, and they're going to call pass interference on whoever was covering Lockett. Cameron Curl.
And Tyler Lockett was screaming up the middle of the field. Cam Curl got caught a little flat-footed, panicked a little, and stuck his arm out and grabbed it.
Hey.
Right here. That right hand. Been in that situation a few times. It's not fun seeing a guy like Tyler Lockett screaming past you in a crucial moment like this.
Seattle's up to the 40. Minute and 56 to go. Outstanding. Just what Washington needs to go to overtime in a game where they don't have a kicker. They've got to make a stop. They don't have a kicker. They have no kicker. Russell on the run. Oh, he gets nailed. What the fuck, Russell? What was that? That's the worst play of Russell Wilson's career. He just sat there and took the sack. 140 and counting. Seattle back on the line.
2nd and 19.
Minute and 30 now. Throws it short to get that yardage back. No huddle here. Minute and 20 and counting. 3rd down. Best thing for Washington is the clock has been rolling now for a couple of plays. A minute and 5 at the snap. Washington brings heat again. Metcalf for a first down and gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. A minute and 2.
Comes with 62 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, if you're Jack Del Rio right there, I don't know why in that situation you go one-on-one with Kyle Fuller and allow them to throw the
Metcalf finally gets involved. And Landon Collins is down.
It's Landon Collins down.
Washington loses a timeout because of the injury. Boy, if this fucking goes to overtime and Washington doesn't have a goddamn kicker.
Experienced quarterback like Russell Wilson, you can
Sly just might have to bring his ass back out and try to kick any damn way. I'm sorry.
On a 3rd down conversion. That can't happen. It's too easy. He's going to make you pay.
Why does this happen to us? Now you know how I feel. How do you think I feel?
Seattle has run just 3 plays.
You know who I cheer for.
Tonight. And they are at the plus.
You know who my team is.
Right now. Minute 2 left.
We're at the Washington 43.
And I'm going to play coverage and make the ball be thrown and completed inbounds.
Yeah. Can't bring pressure here. Lockett or Metcalf, especially Lockett, could run wide open without that extra guy back there. Oh. Russell has to throw it in the dirt. Takes a shot.
Allen put a lick on Wilson.
This interior pressure. Watch both these guys coming. They're doing a little twist game inside. Attacking the middle of this offensive line, and that's really good pressure. When you can get that kind of pressure with Ioannidis and Allen, you don't need to rush more than that. Play coverage and allow them to tee off.
57 seconds left. 2nd and 10.
Throws it over the middle to Everett, who gets tackled. Good job. 50 seconds and counting. 3rd down. Clock's running.
That's a big play.
Got to get out of bounds and stop the clock here, or run down and spock it if you're able to get anything. Oh, they get the first. They can spock it. That's bad for Washington. If they could have tackled him short of the sticks, they wouldn't have been able to spock it here. 28 seconds. 27, 26, 25, 24. They're not spocking it. 23, 22. They're not spocking it. Russell's going to launch to the end zone. Touchdown! Swain was wide open. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Seahawks got to go for 2 here to tie it up. Now they got to go for 2. You got to be shitting me. I knew when Russell ducked in and ran up to the line, I'm like, oh, he's got something. Bruh.
That's why you have to carry number 3 up the seam and cover 2, because there's no one there. Landon Collins isn't in the game.
My God, no, this cannot be happening. 2-point conversion. Seattle's not attempted one all year. If they don't get this, it's over. You still got a chance. Still got a chance. It's not over. Of course, if they get this, it's a long way from over. Nobody's open. Oh, it's intercepted. Washington wins. Well, Seattle's going to try an onside kick, but the interception, man. That didn't need to be that dramatic.
Fell down on the play before and gave up a wide open touchdown. And I can't tell you how hard it is to regroup that fast. And they did on a 2-point that they had to have. Watch Fuller. There he is right here. He's going to fall off. Read the eyes of Russell Wilson. Wilson thought he had it. He never saw Fuller. It's a great job coming off of a veteran and making a play when you needed it most.
Intercepted on the 2. Now just recover the onside kick and go home.
Big time play. Big time play.
That emotion, right? That emotion for Taylor Heinicke of seeing that long pass go right down the middle and Jack Del Rio.
This is a game Washington just cannot afford to take to overtime. Oh, man.
They don't have a timeout to think about the 2-point play. And then to get it when you needed it most. Now you got to come out and get this
Onside kick, Hail Mary attempts.
last successful onside kick came in the 2014.
Not even a Hail Mary. They could squeak into field goal range if they recover this.
33 attempts this season, only 4 have been successful. Myers to his left.
Oh, but Seattle got it. Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding. They got it.
On the potential recovery.
Hang on there, boss. You ain't won yet.
And let's see.
Seattle's got it.
Heaslop, who was just activated for the game.
I'm so done. They've only got 15 seconds and no timeouts. 1 tackle and bounds, and it's over. 1 tackle and bounds, and it's over. No, that ball did go 10 yards. I'm sorry. Right at the 10-yard mark, it's recovered. That's a clear recovery.
There's a flag down. Way back at the 12.
The flag that far back, JP?
Illegal formation on the kick.
Ooh, illegal formation on the kickoff. It doesn't count. Woo!
Kicking team will enforce the 5-yard penalty at the previous spot and have another kickoff.
Woo! Ooh! Ooh, you got lucky there. They called illegal formation on the kickoff. Nah, that went 10 yards. It went exactly 10 yards. It was right at 10. 10, and then it's touched. That went 10 yards. Barely. That's as close as it gets, but woo!
So because there's 3 out here, JP, that's what you're talking about?
3's okay, because you have to have 2. It's the inside men. Number 1, who is closest to the kicker, It needs to come outside the hash.
Between the hash and the numbers.
Exactly.
So because Valor,
Well, that's an obscure rule I didn't know about.
Of the hash, that's the penalty.
Right. And all those formations were designed for safety.
Damn, son.
Because there used to be such huge collisions. So they're trying to spread out the formation.
And he's probably
Trying to give me a heart attack.
JP, because he knew that the outside kick was going to go opposite. He's trying to get
Excuse
over
me,
there
fuck.
faster. He's trying to get over here faster, and that's why he's inside by 1 yard.
Exactly.
Wow. Seattle's special teams have been the strong point of their team. Really.
Now watch them do it again. Come on, they can't do it again. It's not possible. And now they got the right formation.
Wow. I mean, insurmountable odds of having a successful onside kick and now having to do it twice in a row.
Never going to happen. You need a high bounce.
They'll go that same way. See if they get that.
They got it again. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Humphrey got it. Humphrey's got it. Washington wins. I thought they had that shit again. I thought it went through and... Damn. Nearly got it again. Look how close this is to happening again. 10 yards.
Sometimes when a guy like
Ooh.
right there, you charge the football like that, you just got to take it.
He's really being coached to protect.
I think he's a little gun shy too. He's like, you know what? I don't want to be the one responsible for.
Well, Washington wins 17-15. I don't know what to say about that last 2 minutes. If you're Washington, how do you feel good about that win after all that? You're just like, yes, we won.
Really impressive victory by Washington tonight.
Woo.
And Seattle
Woo.
lost 3 straight coming out of their bye. WFT indeed. 17.
Switch some of those letters around in WFT, and you have exactly what I think of this last few minutes. Well, I guess I'm going to bed. Well, I'm not going to bed, but I'm getting off of here. Oh, damn. Got to process that one. Good win, Washington. We almost got more than we bargained for in this game. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all Thursday, unless you stop by.